Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flag. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue Octane. We got some of the best announcers in the game, the world champion, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. Of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flag. Give it up for Benjay Nassim. And today, we have a couple special guests joining us today. We got GMZ1 multiple champion, MVP. Give it up for Anthony, Zinny, Tony in the building. And today, we got a special one for you. We got a multi-FPS world champion, a 3-time Ring CDL world champion. These guys won it all. These guys an animal. They calling him the GOAT. Give it up for Shotzzy. What a pleasure, guys.
W guys, Tom. W fucking guys.
Of course, man. Of course. Hey, Ant, thank you for hopping on. Same with you, Tony. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
What's up, boys?
Chilling, man. Chilling my offseason, bro. Fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, Ant, what's it like sitting back and seeing all these roster changes, bro? You're probably like, you're chilling right now. You're probably cooling it.
Bro, I'm actually loving it, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Thank God I'm not on the other side and tell you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, being on the other side of that Rostermania shit sucks. I mean, we've all been a part of that, right? Sam, Zinny, Chris. I mean, Benja, you've seen it from behind the scenes, working in management, right? Like, you know how stressful this shit can be. I mean, seeing all these teams kind of scatter. I mean, Sam, your team's involved in a lot of rumors right now. I mean, how do you feel about all of this, Sam? And I mean, what are your thoughts so far?
Man. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. We're just absolutely fine.
Yeah, everything's okay, Sam, right?
Everything's fine.
Okay. Nothing's burning to the ground. Everything's completely fine.
I don't know why we said burning to the ground, but I think everything's completely fine.
Of course. I don't know. Zinni, why are you smirking over there, Tony? What you smirking about?
No, I'm just happy to be here, man. It's been a while.
You're just happy, huh? You're just happy to be here. Tony, what's it like, man, being a GM and really turning opposite season around and really just being so vital to the champs run and to the back-to-back? I mean, how does it feel, Tony? How does it feel?
Listen, I appreciate the gas, but I don't want, listen, the boys went out there, they did their thing. The only thing I want to say is this Rostermania has been, from a creator perspective, a lot of fun because there's so many hypotheticals. I'm not sure if last offseason was this lit, but we have unrestricted free agents that are kind of unprecedented right now, right? Like, obviously, FaZe breaking up's a big story. It's been fun just talking about the potential different landing spots. Gentlemates, I think, also a big talking point, and obviously the Vegas Falcons making a statement with potentially picking up Cellium and now trying to buy out Scrap. So it's been a fun Rostermania to watch and not be involved in as a player.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the biggest one to talk about is probably the Vegas Falcons. So we're going to get into it. Obviously, we're going to break down all the teams and talk about Rostermania. But there is a few other things I do want to talk about before we head into Rostermania. One of them has been some leaks and some reveals. Benji, they're doing a Black Ops 7 reveal when? August 19th?
Yeah, so Gamescom, traditionally, they do some kind of piece this year. It looks like we're getting some kind of first look at the game. I would assume it's probably like a trailer, some kind of pre-edited piece, but in a couple of weeks, we'll get more details on Black Ops 7.
Yeah, I mean,
I was going to say it's the full reveal. So they're going to show campaign off, and then they'll probably give us a hint towards COD Next if they decide to do that again, and maybe a beta date. So that's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah. And this will be like the multiplayer reveal, right? Like, we're going to see like actual.
It should be the
combat,
campaign,
right?
for sure. But as for MP, no idea, because they usually do the campaign first. That's what they start with, and then they go with MP after. So I don't know. Maybe they do it differently. Maybe they show a little bit of both or tease MP. But yeah, for sure campaign.
Like, traditionally, if people are maybe new to COD or don't really follow this marketing release, like, they always kind of do a big thing in the summer, usually around Gamescom, and then later on, or usually early fall, they'll do like a stand-up, what they call COD Next, where they get a bunch of creators and people in the war zone and the MP scene and zombies, and they go and they actually play different game modes, and you can kind of watch people play the game in real life then. So
yeah,
this will get some details, probably not every detail on August 19th.
Yeah, some leaks on the timeline. Now, listen, I have no idea who the hell this guy is, but he's saying that Slums, Raid, and Gridlock are coming back. Gridlock from Black Ops 4, and then Slums and Raid from Black Ops 2. I mean, how credible is this source, Benja, that you linked me here? Is this a credible source here? This guy knows what he's talking about, or no?
He's pretty credible when it comes to like game leaks, I would say. He's in that like same category as like Hope. He also tweeted today that Standoff is another map that would be coming back. We knew coming in that like Black Ops 2 maps were going to be part of this based on some reporting and leaks we had gotten. So I don't really think it's a shocker that we're getting like Slums and Raid and Standoff, as those are like, considered top tier legacy maps. Gridlock coming in is interesting though. Gridlock coming in.
Gridlock's great, and honestly, I hope for more Black Ops 4 maps. The reason Black Ops 6 won't go down as one of the best COD games ever is because the maps were my fucking crusty ass. The maps were horrendous, and my outlook and everybody's outlook should change. Either one of two things can happen. We either need guaranteed new good maps, or just bring back the best bangers we had in the past. I'd much rather see bangers from old CODs than shit maps ever again.
Agreed. I mean, I from my opinion, Tony, I think it doesn't hurt to have these old maps come in, because at least we know going into it we're going to have viable maps that they can play and actually use. But I think it'd be cool to have both, right? I want to see like some throwbacks, but also some new maps, right? Like I want to see a little bit of both. I think we can get a little bit of both is the perfect situation here. But I am happy to see some throwbacks coming in, throwback maps that we know are going to play well and play good. Do you think, Chris, we've talked about this before, right? Because back in the day, obviously Call of Duty was played at a different pace. Like even just the sprinting, now you have the sliding and the omni movement and stuff. Like, do you think they're going to expand these maps and make them bigger? Like, maybe change the layout a little bit to just kind of make them fit better with the current movement style, or what do you think?
I mean, MW3, they did add a couple things to certain maps, and obviously with like mantling on things that you couldn't mantle on before, that also changed stuff. So I don't know. It really depends on them and how far they want to take it.
Yeah.
But if they make some changes, I probably won't be mad. Hell, if they made a lot of changes but kept like the map layout very similar and the theme similar, I still wouldn't be mad. Just because I feel like that'd be hard to fuck up. But overall, I mean, I think everyone's excited when we see BO2 and hell, even BO4 maps, bro. Like, I think we were all begging for like Arsenal or like Frequency to be added to this game, and it never did.
Yeah. I wanted all of them.
Yeah, so hopefully, more throwback maps from other CODs would be awesome.
I mean, bro, I would say that our standards on good Call of Duty maps have gone so far down over the years. Just because, over the years, I feel like pros make terrible maps work because they don't really have a choice, right? Like, it's kind of like you have to make some of these maps work. You're kind of just picking the best out of a pile of shit, right? But now that we have some of these old maps...
Sub-base hardpoint.
Yeah, that's insane, right? Like, that's a perfect example, Tony. Sub-base was horrible. Like,
Sub-base hardpoint was played at the pro level.
Yeah, that map was... Even the way that map was laid out.
Hey, we've had it worse. Arkalov Peak, that was the worst shit.
No disrespect, Pete. You didn't like the growl, man? Come on.
That shit was... How many hills were there? 6, 7?
Yeah,
but
that got removed quick. That shit got removed super quick as fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
You're playing it for search.
Arkalov Peak was big as hell, bro. It was a big ass map.
What is the worst comp map that ended up getting played for at least an event?
Oh, Gibraltar. Or no, not Gibraltar. No, not Gibraltar. What's the one in MW19 with the big boat in the middle? You remember?
It's not USS Texas, is it? No, that's not MW19.
No. It's the big.
That was World War II.
It's a big boat in the middle. Oh no. Vanguard. Sorry, Vanguard. What's the map?
Gavitu?
Gavitu. Horrible.
Hold on. Are we forgetting Piccadilly was
dirt.
Nah, guys, Gavitu's got to be one of the world's worst.
You want what's crazy though? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This game has the worst map ever in COD competitively. Vault Search and Destroy. I'm sorry, that's the biggest piece of the Vault S&D is the biggest piece of dog shit ever made, bro. Piccadilly's better than that map.
I mean, bro, I thought Gavitu was fucking dog shit, bro. I thought
it was great, man. I was a big Gav guy.
Actually, Sam, you actually liked it? Like on some real shit?
As an AR, it was awesome.
There's no greater build than being top boat with an AR.
Yeah,
man.
Who doesn't like Gavitu with an automaton?
People in chat are saying Fortress Control is definitely one of the worst maps ever made for competitive.
Expo was also ass.
I ran
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
That map blew.
I'm taking Himmelmat over. What's the other map on the other control map? It was like red. It had like a red tinge to it. Asilo. I'm taking that map over Asilo.
No, Asilo was good in search because you had like
I'm
two
talking
viable
about
bomb
control.
sites.
I'm talking about for control.
It was not good.
Hide and go seek, bro. Sound whoring and everything. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously with the maps in question, right? We have some old maps potentially coming back based on the rumors. There's also been some anti-cheat updates. Now, Ben, I'll kind of let you expand on this. What are they doing to the anti-cheat? So now, are they doing a similar thing to how CS does it and Val, where you have to like do something in your secure boot or something? Like, you got to do something in your PC settings or your BIOS in order to load the game? Like, is that true, or like how's it work, Ben? Because I don't really understand how this stuff works.
So they're utilizing TPM2 and Secure Boot. So you're gonna need to be able to have those functionalities on your motherboard and your BIOS in order to play the game. This would ideally provide them, more like kernel level, low level access to your system to be able to prevent cheats. So you have this in a lot of other titles, and I know with regards to controller overclocking, Secure Boot becomes a little bit of an issue, but I'm sure Chris will touch on that. But it's good to see them taking these steps. They should have done this a while ago. Is it going to stop all cheating? Probably not. Is it steps they should be taken off the rip? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Go ahead.
I just want to say also the reason why they're doing this, by the way, is because Windows 10 is basically coming to the end of its life cycle, and it's way less popular that people that play PC are going to be on Windows 10 when they buy a new PC. So Secure Boot and TPM 2.0, or TPM 2.0 is necessary for Windows 11, but Secure Boot is just like on by default. So they don't want people that are just buying a computer and loading up COD to not be able to play. So they're kind of making it mandatory just because it's a Windows 11 feature. People were saying, oh, it's because of Battlefield, because of this. No, it has to do with Windows and its life cycle and lifespan. So, well, overall, I mean, it's definitely a good change. I mean, it's like the bare minimum. Will it stop all cheating? Probably not, but it'll definitely deter a lot of just like smaller cheat providers from just being able to download a cheat and just automatically like lock in. So, yeah, hopefully it's a good change.
Yeah, question, Tony, because I saw you tweeting about this with Chris.
Yeah.
Can you overclock your controller with some of this stuff? Like, how is that all going to work? I mean,
Chris, I don't know. I did it. Chris can answer it better than I can, but yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the program by default that people use to overclock their controller, you would have to turn off like Secure Boot and some other things in order to use it, because apparently like the drivers or something like that are not like verified or signed by like Windows. But Battle Beaver actually took it upon themselves to basically get the same program and get the drivers signed. So if you download their version off of the Battle Beaver website, their version will allow you to do it without Secure Boot on, or with Secure Boot on. There's also a workaround that you can do. I think there's a guide to it, but I just found it easier to just download the Battle Beaver one and just load it up that way, and it worked flawlessly. So
let me ask you guys this, because I see Big Brucey in the chat, Dashy's in the chat. Do you think this is going to work? Do you guys think this will work, or do you think this is just another step that they take and nothing really changes?
Everybody's going to say no. Like, until, unfortunately, Call of Duty has lost, like,
credibility,
the public's faith in the cheating issue. So the only way people are going to change their minds is if it actually works. Right now, no matter what they tweet, everyone's just going to assume it's not going to work because we haven't had anything work so far.
Do you? I'm gonna pull up a tweet to send you, Tom. It's by It's GamerDoc. GamerDoc
put in the
is
Flank production, Chris.
I'll find it. But he's a anti-cheat guy for Valorant, and he commented on this stuff, and he gave a better description. But in short, while I find the tweet, basically what that's going to do is make it so, like, again, things like normal downloaded cheats are not going to be as present, but things like DMAs, which is like the real big problem in the anti-cheat like world, is probably still going to be a thing. But I put it in the chat so you can read it.
Okay, you put in the Flank production?
Yeah, it's there now.
All right, let me take a look here and see what's going on. Let me see.
This guy's like the Valorant anti-cheat guy. A lot of people are like, yes, please come to COD, because they've been like super good at fighting the cheating providers, but you can just go ahead and read it.
Yeah, so well, it's never too late, but it's finally good to see this happen, as it does impact cheats greatly. This is a good step in the right direction for the entire gaming ecosystem. Good job to both Call of Duty and Battlefield's anti-cheat teams for pushing towards a more secure gaming platform. I mean, if he's pretty confident that this is going to work and help, I mean, I feel pretty good about it, right? I mean, any steps in the right direction to get cheaters out of the game is good. I mean, how many times have we talked about it? That, I mean, cheaters literally ruin the game, right? And they ruin the game quick too. Like, if the game comes out and there's cheaters for a couple months, I mean, the game's just gonna die quickly.
I think the key here is that he put at the end. It says that having these things enabled is one thing, but it's about how you use them in the anti-cheat that matters the most here. And basically what I do know is that your TPM chip on your computer, they can actually ban that chip. So it'll be a lot harder for people to spoof and basically avoid bans on one PC, which is right now people can just spoof and just, even if they get banned on that PC or that account, they can spoof and then play on the same PC, so there's no issue.
Yeah.
But it'll make it harder. So the harder it is, the more expensive it is for people to cheat. the better it's going to be for the system. And it'll probably reduce it, but not eliminate it.
Yeah.
And I think we would hope that there's more future announcements in the release run up to Black Ops 7 on more improved anti-cheat, right? Because the current system, especially with regard to shadow bans, are really difficult for a lot of folks. And they can just improve. We bitch for a couple of months about the state of the game. Hopefully this year it's not as bad on the cheater front, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's switch on over. Another thing on the list is actually Barstool apparently is looking to make a challengers team. You can see Tony down there, dick sucking, trying to get involved.
Hold on. Let's actually dick sucking. They called me before they decided to do this to ask my opinion on it. So shove that cock up your ass.
Oh, he's just busting your balls, Tony. Tony, tell me a little bit about it. So they called you. They want to get more involved, or what? Because I know you know some of the Barstool guys, right? You know Jerry the Kid, right? You and Jerry?
Bro. Jerry watches CDL every single weekend. Mook looks like Seth, so sometimes you'll see like Mook's picture in front of Seth's cam if he's not there. Lil Sass also likes playing. Mm-hmm. They just want to get involved, and I think they're still trying to figure out like what their next step is. But I'm pretty sure they want to host like tryouts and find a team and basically just build from the ground up. So it's just cool to see like that. It's a different world. Like it'd be really cool if those guys can bring in like a new audience that may not follow what we do and get some more people involved. So
yeah, I think they just got to decide. Are they doing like a community team with tryouts, like up and coming players? Are they going to go more of like an omit sort of route? I think
that's what they have to decide, because I think they want to find like underground unknown talent and then bring them to the top. But that's also like the idea of that is a lot more reasonable than like the reality of it, because it's not easy to find underground guys with no conversation around them and bring them to the top. So I think they'll figure it out as they go, but I'm looking forward to what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching their owners meeting video last night, and I think for transparency, I think Riley and I are hopping on a call with them in a couple of days to talk through a few things.
Oh, well, that's going to be burnt to the fucking ground then.
There it goes.
What, you don't like me and Riley as a duo?
You and fucking Riley.
What's wrong with that duo?
It's gonna collapse. It's gonna fucking collapse.
What is this What are we dissing Riley for?
No, I'm not dissing Riley. I'm dissing you.
Kidding. Well, you heard about Barstool with Riley?
No, Riley hit me up. I think they just want to chat to people and just kind of understand the scene. You know what I'm saying? Because to Zid's point, they got to understand what kind of team they want here, right? Because you can go and make a super challengers team that's going to qualify for elites and win cups, or you could use it as an opportunity to find people with interesting storylines, put them together, and see what happens.
Riley's going to try getting on the team. It's going to be Riley, Tiff, and 2 if he gets on that call.
I mean, bro, I'm going to be honest. It is really cool that Barstool wants to get involved. I mean, obviously, Barstool is such a big name in the sports world. So for them to be interested in kind of the esports world and the Call of Duty scene, I think is really cool. I think it's good for the scene to have guys like that coming in. And it's cool to see that they're passionate about it too. Like hearing you talk about it, Tony, like I didn't really know how invested they really were into it, So like to see that they actually want to come in and like field a team, I think it's really cool. So I'm excited. I'm excited for them to come in. And I'm sure the Stallions will be going up against their team if they do decide to get in, which would be really fun. I think it'd be a cool matchup. So we'll keep you guys updated there. Maybe we'll get some updates from them here in the near future. Let's move on to what's next on the list here. Kenny and Dashy almost threw hands. Apparently, Kenny almost beat up Dashy. Now, what is this all coming from? Where is this stemming from? Where did Kenny, what was Kenny talking about where he said he almost wanted to fight? Sam, do you know what's going on with Kenny? He almost fought Bruce? What happened? Or do you have no fucking idea? Oh, you're muted, Sam. We don't hear you, Sam.
I actually remember Ken telling that story. I'm not going to lie.
Is Sam muted?
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
Yeah, you're muted.
We should let Ant tell if he knows what's going on.
Yeah, go ahead, Ant. What's the story, Ant?
Apparently, okay, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember. But I think it was apparently against us, like Dallas Empire. They're in a scrim against us, and I guess we were just running their world. Yeah, I guess we're just running their world. I could be wrong, like I said, but I'm pretty sure I remember. And then, I guess they're like arguing and shit, and then I guess. I don't even know. And then with the way that Ken said it, was like, I guess Brandon was like, "What up?"
Oh shit!
I mean, OGLA wasn't the world's most stable team that year, so is it really? You know what I'm saying? It's not really a surprise.
Yeah,
it maybe escalated there.
And then I guess Ken was like, "What's up then?"
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure the coach is obviously
bro.
Wait, didn't Kenny say, yo, if somebody says what's up then to me, then it's time to fight. Like in where I come from, that means it's time to throw hands. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's crazy. That's so funny that it was Brandon though, bro. Because I knew that like whenever I saw that clip, I was telling my stream like, bro, there's literally none of you guys are gonna get it, bro, because it's like right in front of you guys.
Yeah, that was OG
It makes it
LA
so much
days,
better
right?
that it was Brandon, bro. That is fucking hilarious.
Who was that roster? Brandon, Ken,
was like Cap,
Slasher,
Brandon.
Tej.
Cap?
Bro,
And Cap?
that team was sheesh.
Wait, yeah, who are their coaches?
Do they have coaches?
I don't
remember.
know. I don't even remember.
That's the clip, Tom. in the chat.
That's Pac-Man. Pac-Man.
Was it Looney and Pac-Man or just Pac-Man?
Wow.
It was
Good
Pac-Man.
times, man.
What is this,
I don't even
Benja?
remember
I wasn't
Pac-Man.
gonna pull
Good
up the clip,
times.
but I can. I think Kenny had by the way, that clip doesn't work. It brought me to an error. I think Kenny had music on during the clip, Benja. So
Chalk it up then. Chalk it up.
Oh,
Then.
Mud Dog apparently too.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but yeah, no, I mean that's hilarious. Bro, didn't Bruce get it? Bruce got into it with Don Dada backstage once. That shit was hilarious, bro. That shit was actually comedy.
I forgot.
I
You
forgot
remember
that.
that?
I was in Black Ops 4, right?
Yeah, Brucey's
Dallas?
fighting the
Was
whole
that-
league,
Is
baby.
No, I
that
think that
Dallas
was like-
Black Ops 4?
No, I think it was it Miami? Maybe it was Dallas. It was in
Was it, was it,
BO4.
Bro, I have no idea.
maybe it
All I
was
remember, it was in
Miami.
the
Maybe it was
I
practice.
think it
Miami.
was Miami.
It was in the
Might have
practice
Miami.
area. It was in the practice.
Yeah.
All I remember.
Brandon said, I'm about that shit.
It's Big Brucey, baby.
You guys trying to fight
bro.
everybody,
It's
dude.
Batman. It's Big Brucey. AG just tweeted a bird. Looking around.
Ooh.
And he
But they
just texted me. Holy fuck.
Oh,
Did
shit.
he?
Yeah.
Shotzzy to the Vegas Falcons, $10 million a year.
They got scrapped, didn't they?
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Is Ernesto joining?
Just when the Optic fans thought they were safe.
Wait, he tweeted another Falcons thing?
Yep, he did.
If they got
Oh my
scrapped,
God.
bro, I don't even know what to say at this
Is
point.
is HE in the viewer list right now? Is he you know what I'm saying?
He's probably
Is
in
he
here trying to
He's
get dope.
definitely tuned
He's definitely
in.
in here trying to get
He's
dope,
tuned
for sure.
in for sure. He's tuned in. Yeah, well,
AG.
that's kind of where we're gonna go next. Before we went into roster changes, I did have one more topic to talk about, and Sam, I wanted to go to you here because I do think talking about this before we start talking about these teams will make sense. But Sam, you have mentioned this, and I'll be honest, Sam, I couldn't agree more with you. I mean, I've been kind of saying the same thing on my stream, but the main AR role. I mean, you have mentioned that you think the main AR role is slowly starting to go away. And I mean, I couldn't agree more, but I wanted you to kind of expand on that and what you mean by that. You know, tell people what you mean by like the main AR role kind of disappearing from the game of competitive Call of Duty. Go ahead, Sam. Salute.
I just think as the years go on, you just have to be able to do everything as a player. Like I think this year was the best example of it. Just being able to pull out whatever gun, soak whatever time, plant whatever bomb. Like you need to be versatile. And I think like how players have been locked into roles previously with like a dedicated main or a dedicated flex, main sub, whatever. I think as the years have gone on, I think that those kinds of players, specifically min ARs, I think that role is just fizzled out. I think that your Jamie Insights, I think Brandon does it really well. I think in the clip that you're referencing, I was gassing him because I think that he played that role this year better than anybody else. But I think that just having those like slower, more dedicated min AR, objective oriented players, I think you just can't. I think they're more of a hindrance to your team than helping, in my opinion. But I think that's just the way the esports evolved over time. The game's getting faster. You just got to be able to do more as a player.
Yeah.
Especially with
I mean,
you being able
I
to.
saw there's a couple of more players. Like I think Dan kind of played that role a little bit this year. Not a necessity to their team, but I don't think you're wrong, Sam. I think it's just a dying breed. People just
I
want
was gonna
quicker
say,
players.
I
especially
think roles in general are dead. It's just SMGs and ARs now. There's not a flex. Like it's just
yeah.
a quicker AR. And bro, we saw Dashy bringing out the SMG this year. We saw Cellium running an SMG on Vault Hardpoint. Like you have to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
The team comp just comes down to your play style, but also it's the game. I mean, like these are just smaller maps where you spawn up sometimes and you see a lot of players do it. They'll swap their class as soon as they spawn, or they'll like run to a position and realize I can swap my weapon here, and they'll swap to like the weapon for that scenario mid game, like mid hill, like
Yeah,
right off their base.
You go on Skyline, you better have an AR in your hands.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it depends on the game and the flexibility that the game allows you to play at. So I mean, we'll see as the games go. But yeah, that's been a thing, bro. Roles have been forever dead.
I think it's starting to die, but I think this year was just like more of an example of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, and what's your opinion on that, Ant?
I agree, bro. No bullshit. Literally what you said. I mean, I remember having like this, like talking to Ray about that, like spawning up, and then like it doesn't matter what fucking gun you have, like even if you were somehow stuck with the sub and you had to do an AR role, like you still just got to do it.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I feel like everybody's got to be able to do everything, right? Like, that's just kind of how the game's played. The game's evolved. Like, it's not like Black Ops 2 anymore where there's an anchor on a team. Chris, I know you know a lot about that.
Yeah.
Who can anchor, David?
Even then, though, going back to that date, that should evolve mid year. Like, we stopped having one guy rotate. It was just whoever the fuck had to rotate would rotate. That shit's been dead. It's just a playstyle thing and just having the right weapons out for the right scenario. People that box themselves in a role, even for all these years, were just fucking hindering themselves realistically.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we don't got to talk too much about that. I do want to hop into some of the Rostermania stuff because that's what everybody's waiting for. And, man, did some news hit the hay here the last couple days, man. I mean, especially yesterday. I feel like yesterday's when things kind of fucking imploded here. But first thing I want to talk about is the Vegas Falcons. These guys are dropping money, and we are starting to see that firsthand. I mean, rumor on the street was that Cellium was going to go to LA Thieves. He's a free agent, obviously, and a lot of people expected him to team up with Scrappy and Hydra over on Thieves. But now sources are saying that Cellium has signed with the Vegas Falcons. And I think we all can agree that if he's going to the Vegas Falcons, that offer had to have been something really fucking good. And yeah, I kind of want to get your guys' opinions on it and then kind of build off of that. And obviously, this is not the only rumor that's kind of hit the hay. First, it was MC getting bought, and now it's also some rumors being talked about Scrappy potentially going to the Vegas Falcons and getting bought out of his contract over at LA Thieves, which I think is even crazier to think about, because if you're Thieves, you're kind of left in a situation here where you're like, you probably got to think about it, right? Like,
yeah,
listen, you're sitting there, right? Everybody's kind of tight on money, right? Like, and then you know that Scrappy's a free agent at the end of the year. He can walk for free at the end of the year. If you can get a lot of money for him now, right? Like, that's a decision that LA Thieves have to really think about. So, I mean, Ben, we'll start with you, and then we'll kind of work our way around, but rumors that Scrappy might get bought out. Rumors MC's already there and signed to go play along Pred and Xnit. I mean, what do you think about Vegas right now dropping some money, and what are your thoughts about everything?
You know, it's funny because we talked about this last summer as a possibility, and then a couple of weeks ago, we're like, you know, maybe, we're streaming. Obviously, we haven't done a show since UWC. We're like, maybe, MC is likely to go to Thieves and be part of that super team. And then I felt like in the span of 24 hours, that kind of threw on its head. And now Falcons may get MC, Scrap, Pred, Xnit as a team. Like, that is a big get for Falcons. That immediately moves you up in the rankings, and you're suddenly they're going to be thereabouts on the weekend. I think it really, and we'll probably get into it, doubles how we thought talent might distribute between Thieves, FaZe, Falcons, KOI, K Toronto Ultra, Gentlemates, Heretics, etc. But yeah, Falcons are here and they're here to spend, and it's really going to change the ecosystem of COD.
Yeah, for sure. Sam, what do you think about it? Obviously, Sam, I think about 2 days ago, I mean, you thought MC was going there and it was going to be MC, Scrap, and Hydra, right? Kind of as a team of three. What are your thoughts now, Sam, after hearing all the rumors? I mean, what do you think about it, Sam?
I was sad because you were yelling "Start the key machine" at UWC, and I was saying that MC of Thieves is gonna hit like crack, and then he ends up on Falcons.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm happy for him, but I think it's a dangerous precedent for the league. Just how much money allegedly is involved in the deal and all that kind of stuff. There's just no one could compete with this level of bank coming from the Falcons. So I think that, I mean, if you're Optic, FaZe, Thieves, I mean, anybody that has a player that Falcons want, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility anymore. So unfortunately, it seems as though Falcons has stolen MC from Thieves. But I mean, if Scrap is on the table, if Paco's on the table, like, it's hard to say, because you could just leverage these teams into, okay, if Scrap or if Thieves don't take this buyout money hypothetically for Scrap and he walks next year, and then Thieves is just sitting there with their dick in their hand, like, what then? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're getting backed into a corner by Falcons here.
Right.
So we'll see how it plays out, but it could easily go south for them pretty quickly.
Yeah. What about you, Tony? What do you think about all the roster news of Vegas? Did you expect Vegas? I mean, we all knew Vegas had money, right? It was just a matter of, do they actually drop that kind of money? Do they actually go for it? And it looks like, they are. Yeah. What do you think about it?
That's what's scary. I mean, if you're MC, like, I get it. Like, you get a bag. I'm sure that bag comes with like a promise or like a look into the future. Like, yo, this is a place that you're going to be for years to come, and we're going to keep paying you very well. Like, it's an enticing offer. And I'm sure Vegas, it's obvious that they want to field winning teams. Getting MC, trying to get Scrap. The scrap situation's tough, man, because I don't think LA Thieves want to sell him, probably at all. Yeah. But depending on how far Vegas pushed the envelope, it gets to a point where you can't say no. Like, he can walk for free next year, and if Vegas really push it to where they, I guess, could push it, it kind of leaves him with no choice. Like, if they really start throwing numbers around that aren't even real, what do you do if you're Thieves? You kind of have no choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from a business standpoint, right? Like, you have to think about it. I mean, I'm sure it's something they don't want to think about, right? Like, I know Nate Shot, right? We saw the clip already with Nate Shot. He doesn't want to sell these guys, right? I just think if certain offers are hitting the table, you have to at least look at them, right? And, like, think about it because, I mean...
If they're going to pay over market the way that they're rumoring to do so, like, if one buyout of a player is covering a year and a half, 2 years of operating costs for Thieves, like, that's a serious conversation that needs to be had, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, realistically, right, if Scrappy was to go to that team, right, and it was MC, Scrap, Pred, and Xnid, do you guys like that team?
No.
You don't like that team, Sam? You don't like the team?
Not like genuinely no bias. I don't like that team.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, comms-wise, listen, we were saying this before the show. If I can't understand what Cellium's saying half the time, Xnid's going to be in hell, bro. I mean, he's going to be listening to MC's comms, looking back at Clay like, what the fuck did he just say?
Xnid needs to be like a really, really, really good role player if that is going to be a team.
Yeah. That kind of
isn't that like essentially the hardest position to play? Like, he's got to know how to play off his teammates. And it's like, isn't that just a tough ask for him?
Dude,
like, considering where he's at the moment.
He's got to be focused on his team over himself. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for him.
And there's more pressure now. Like last year, when you start off with the full Saudi team, he's like one of their shining stars. It's like, hell yeah, he's kind of hyped despite the team's lack of performance. And then they bring in players like Alec, and it's still not a roster where he's feeling like the most intense pressure. Now, if you're sitting next to Pred, Scrap, and MC, you understand that, like, you have to perform. Like, there isn't really a choice. Like, it's now or never type situation. But I think it's definitely going to be a lot on his plate. I know he's still trying to learn better English, and I just think the team's going to struggle initially unless Xnid can just fill the role he needs to fill immediately.
Yeah.
Which I don't see that as a possibility, though. Like, I'm not trying to be like doom and gloom, but like he learned how to play competitive respawn at like the highest level, because Search and Destroy is like the main thing coming out of MENA is like their Call of Duty experience. He learned how to play respawn at the highest level, and now with a roster like this, you would be asking him to transition into something that requires like the most amount of game knowledge. It's just bouncing off your teammates, and like that is just like an insane ask, an insane amount of pressure to put on this kid's shoulders in a year or two, in my opinion.
Hey Pat, Xnid, Pred, MC, and Scrappy. Do you like that team, Pat? Absolutely.
Thanks, Pat. Appreciate your insight.
Thank you for
always a pleasure to hear from Pat.
Always a pleasure. I'm confused. He just joined and his mic's unmuted. He's got to join and leave his setup. What's wrong with this guy?
Good insight.
I mean, yeah, I definitely think I kind of agree with Ant. Like, Exit's kind of he kind of has to be like that role player, right? I think the language barrier is going to be the biggest thing. I mean, Zin, I know you talked about MC's comms, right? And then you kind of have Xnid in there. Like, English is not his first language, so it's like, how's the teamwork going to be? The camaraderie, right? The chemistry. Like, how's it going to work? How are they going to be in game? Like, there might be some issues there for sure. But I'll be honest, like, based on the tweets, based on everything that I've heard, like, they really like Xnid. I don't think they want to let Xnid go anywhere, right? Like, I think they like him. I think in Saudi Arabia, there's guys like Justin Bieber walking around. Like, they love this guy, right? And I mean, it's hard to not like him, right? You got to love Xnid, bro. He brings such a positive energy to the team. He's obviously got a lot of potential and a lot of talent. Right? It's just about, at the highest level, right? You got to have more than that, right? You got to have teamwork. You got to have camaraderie, chemistry. And I just don't know if they're going to be able to put that together. I really don't know. And obviously...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you, Pat.
There we go. Yeah, no, I said that team is horrible.
Okay.
I mean, that team's rich, but, like, those guys are shit. That's not going to work.
Why not, Pat?
I mean, bro, like, what do you mean? I don't even think Pred and Xnid were like that special. Like, I mean, they were good, they were solid. We also don't know how well Scrap and Cell will work on a team with slower stubs, assuming even if Xnid speeds up. Listen, I said it. The team to be made this offseason, it has to have Paco on it. I'm cool with Cell on the team. But we got to get Joe D in there. And I don't know if Falcons is willing to spend. I don't know why they're not calling Toronto. I know Adam was like, oh, we're not selling Joe D. Shut up. If you get an offer of the numbers that we're talking about, you are literally listening to the Saudi government on what they are willing to pay for Joe D. But yeah, I don't think this team is that great. I think it's going to be a good team, but I don't think it's anywhere near the amount of money that's being spent for the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as much as they're spending a ton of money, like at the end of the day, they're just taking a risk with Exnid. It's not that Exnid is bad. It's that more so like you're getting 3 superstar caliber players that have had like long stints in the league at playing well. And then Exnid is just the question mark, and you're asking him to play a role, like a support player role, because let's be real, that's it's going to be. If you're going to buy into winning and purchase players that are winning players and superstars in their own right, I feel like you just go all the way in. But I also understand why they're not getting rid of him. So it's just like a weird team.
Well, hold on. Is it this? I mean, look, I'm happy for the players. Like anyone that's getting paid, congrats. Like I'm all for that. But this is awful for the league. Half of these teams are on like minimums or close to it. And then you got like this one team that's just hitting record salary numbers.
Mm-hmm. And what happens if Twisted Minds
said it was
comes
a dangerous
in?
precedent.
Like, what happens if more Saudi
horrible.
teams start getting involved, and then there's 2 or 3 teams that are doing things like this?
I think it's like I'm surprised, and maybe this is happening behind closed doors, and I just don't know. I'm surprised like the other orgs aren't fucking livid that this is going on.
Yeah, but they approved Falcons. Like, this is my thing. Is like, I assume per league rules and like the charter, the teams would have to approve the sale of any ownership. So they knew last summer when Falcons came in that it was going to end in this. You know, like they knew what they were signing up for at that moment. And if not, then I have a million other questions.
I see people in the chat talking about a salary cap, and Ben, I know Adam talked about that a little bit. Talk about that, Benji, a salary cap. We probably won't see a salary cap, right? We probably won't see that.
Yeah, pull up my tweet. So, and we've talked about this a bunch this week. There used to be a competitive balance tax in Overwatch League and the CDL. And essentially, once you exceed a certain number, which in the CDL was, I think, somewhere around $1.5 million, you were taxed 100% of every $1 you spent after that. And what happened is that per U.S. labor laws, you are not allowed to have some kind of competitive balance kind of salary cap without the players having an employer-employee type agreement, and like a contractual bargaining agreement. So they were investigated by the Justice Department, and they settled. This was in 2022 or 2023, I think. And so, as part of that, there's no longer a competitive balance tax in either of those leagues. I know Overwatch League is gone. Obviously, you see here on the screen, Adam responded to my tweet mentioning Riot doesn't allow government-funded teams in the LEC, which is interesting. But then I asked him about, like, is there any way in the CDL around this that you could do some kind of competitive balance thing? And he just basically said no. So I think the owners, if they knew what they were getting into in this situation, if any owners come out and say,
this was before the refund, though, no? Like this was before they forgave the entry fee cost was.
This was part of, to be clear of the timing on when this was settled, because the investigation was years prior.
No, not this. I'm talking about when they agreed to let Falcons in. That was they did the refund. That was before the refund thing. No,
that was after, because they had to pass the team participation agreement in the spring of last year in order to allow for the EWC competition. And the Falcons thing went through, I think, after EWC. Correct?
Yeah. So when did the refund happen? That was before all of this, is what I'm saying.
I think the refund had happened, I think, 6 months even prior to the TPA thing, because they had done an Overwatch League. I assume they were negotiating in CDL at that point as well. That would have been about 8 months prior to that, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen,
so that happened first.
I mean, bro, they host a tournament yearly where the winning organization wins $10 million. Yeah. Like, the orgs aren't going to say, no, don't let these guys in.
Yeah, they're not going to say that. I mean, the more money being pumped into this, I mean, the better it is probably for them, realistically. right? I mean, even with them just selling players to these guys, I mean, it's just like some of these orgs are hitting a come up.
Yeah, orgs may love this shit.
Yeah.
Orgs may be like, oh, fuck yeah, we got someone they want. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, but you're talking about the very few though. Like I'm talking about
literally
FaZe.
FaZe
hold on.
There's
I'm not
three
trying to be a
teams that the
prick.
Falcons are buying from.
Bro, I'm not trying to be a prick.
We're thinking about this wrong, bro. They're like, Twisted Minds, bring them in. Let's fucking go. Let's get them all in.
Yeah.
But it's the same problem. There's only 3 teams that have talent.
Yep.
The other 8 teams are still getting fucked.
But it's always kind of been like that. I think if anything, to your point, it's going to squeeze out eventually your budget teams, but it's not squeezing out the Thieves and the Phases and the Optics of the world. They're still going to be
becoming the fucking budget teams.
No, but they're still going to be competitive though.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
can't sign 8 players,
the financial
bro. They're only
shift
getting
of the
4.
league has been.
You act like there's only 4 good players in the
Optic to
fucking
Falcons
league.
or FaZe to Falcons now.
Hold on. Just to understand, it's not like there's only 4 good players in the league. And as we saw this year, you can argue the second or third best team in the league was Vancouver Surge. And I don't think those guys are getting paid fucking massive amounts of money last year.
But the reality is, like, the way this progresses long term is as an org, even if you have top talent, you know, like once that 1+1 is done, you're losing your best player. So there is like Joe DeCease, for example. Toronto right now is like, oh, Joe DeCease is fucking like he's our guy. We're never selling him. Okay, as soon as his contract is up, Falcons is going to offer more money than you can, and you lose your player instantly. Like that, and it's just going to be a repetitive cycle. Like Falcons, if they are spinning the way they are, will always be able to do this year after year after year.
They're a strong arm in the buyouts. Like you either take the 7-figure buyout deal, which before
or you just offer more money in the contract when their stuff is up.
All I say, Pat, is that doesn't guarantee that at least at championships. Look what Falcons are going through in CS, right? Like they spent a lot of money for
with the salary numbers I'm hearing, bro. Who gives a fuck about
the result?
I'm just telling you that gets you talent, but it won't necessarily get you championships.
No,
They're still going
for
to
now, though, Ben.
This has
I
nothing
agree
to do with the
for
results
now,
of the
but
team, though.
Eventually, all the darts are going to hit bullseye, brother. If they're spending the way they're spending, whether it takes a year or 2, it's going to hit.
It'll hit.
At some point, they're going to have a team that they're like, hell yeah, we did it.
They're going to get a lot of top talent.
Bro, if they can't get the guy they want this year, they'll wait till his contract's up and get him next year. Like, they'll eventually build the best team.
Bro, they'll start buying players mid-season. Like okay, Pat, you mentioned Joe DeCeves. The way I see this, what do you mean? The way I see this
if the team sucks, let him
go, Benji.
If Xnid's not working, and now you want Joe DeCeves, they're going to go knock on Ultra's door in 2 months, and they're going to say, hey, we're here. And then Ultra's going to be like, well, fuck. And then unless Ultra's winning, if they're in 5th, they're going to be like a lot more inclined. And once again, I go back to the scrap thing. I don't think LA Thieves want to sell scrap, but there's going to come a number to where they literally are going to be like, guys, how do we say no to this?
This is so unhealthy for the league.
Like,
it's awful for the league, bro.
It's so bad.
This is worst case scenario.
It's so bad.
Listen, like I said, I think the interesting question in this is to.
Man, I don't understand how you aren't agreeing with this. You're the one guy on this show that's always like, oh, they got to invest in their young talent and develop these guys over years. That goes away in this system because if someone turns into the best player, they're gone. There's no developing. Orgs just lose their developed player every time.
We have to see how this plays in year out, and obviously the success of the Falcons team would dictate the continuity of their team. Obviously, I do think there's going to allow Falcons to always probably be in that top 4 spot, but just because you acquire talent doesn't necessarily mean that team's going to win. I think it's going to make it difficult for the low end and the mid end teams to be able to.
Been sponsored by the Saudi government. I'm convinced.
What did you want?
Oh, can I finish talking, or are you just going to cut me off?
Hey, go ahead.
Go
ahead. What do you got to say?
The 2 points I'm trying to make is, yes, it does mean that Falcons is going to be able to probably acquire a lot of the best talent, right? If there's a super team that forms this offseason, obviously if they're getting scrapped, maybe signs a multi-year deal, makes that complicated, whatever. But like they're going to be able to outbid anybody in regards to salary. There's still going to be a lot of really other good teams. Because Optic, FaZe, and Thieves have a very good nose and eyes for talent. They'll still put together good rosters.
None of us are arguing
Can you
who's
let
going
me
to win,
fucking
though.
finish, please, before
I've
you
been
cut me
waiting
off.
10 years. You take longer to get to a point than
Christ.
all of us combined.
Bro, like, you shouldn't be chirping when you're joining mid-fucking show, brother. Let me talk.
We understand your point after the first 10 words that you said. You don't have to keep adding all this filler shit. We got it. We know what you meant.
Honestly, with the way this Rostermania is shaking out, bro, like it's just looking better for fucking Optic. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, but they're not. But the problem,
these rosters are fucking weird.
Chris, to that point though,
I agree, Chris.
They're gonna eventually come for Optic. That's the key question. Like,
no.
Can the Optic juice withstand the pressure of the salary?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Whoa!
Now I'm involved.
Tony,
I
don't
know. That's the last wall remaining, man.
To be fair though, like unless they are offering egregious numbers, the benefits you get of being a part of Optic, plus I'm sure they pay their players hands like well, regardless. Like, it's just probably going to be far better for the longevity of their careers.
Bro, I guarantee you,
unless it's
no. I guarantee you. I said it before the show, bro. If Falcons go knock on that door, unless it's legitimately a hypothetical to the point where it's not a feasible option, I'm like $5 million. It's not happening. I guarantee you, Hector will laugh them out of the room. Yeah, I guarantee you.
100%. Yeah, I was gonna say. That's
what
I'm saying.
I will make a prediction that Falcons will buy a player from Optic in the next 18 months.
Wait, I was actually about to say
it will happen.
Wait, but the thing is, Sam, it's like once the player is free, like in a re-sign period, you can Falcons can make an offer that
they could make an offer in that situation. I'm talking about
more than whatever like a player views the Optic.
That's not what I'm arguing. If Mert gets a $900 million contract from Falcons, then like of course he'll probably take that. But I feel like Optic can offer good enough contracts with a higher upside other than the contract to like counteract that. Like you just have to, I think you have to look bigger picture. And Tom was making this point before the show as well. What the fuck is that?
Somebody's on a fire over there,
bro. This might be the fucking. This might be Game of Thrones, bro. Falcons might be the Lannisters, and fucking Optic Green Wall might be the fucking. What is it called?
I mean, listen. Just to add on to what Sam was saying, though. I mean, Optic does bring other value, bro. They bring long-term value that people don't really understand, like value that you can't really put on paper, right? Like that's
but
tough
there's
to think
a delta of $500,000.
Bro, $1 million up front, like that's I don't know what long-term value.
Bro, half the players on Optic are millionaires. Actually, probably 3 players on Optic are millionaires.
I know, but Tom, there's a delta of $500K.
Like I don't.
There's a number eventually you just can't.
I agree.
Optic can't
there's always a number. There's always a number. There is always.
And there's no ceiling to what they can offer in the CDL. Now, I think the interesting question, I don't know if any owner is going to be willing to speak up. Again, they allowed Falcons to join the league. So, like, I would just love to know from other ownership groups, like, do they foresee this? And, like, what are their thoughts on how this balances the league? Are there mechanisms or understandings in place that are going to go forward to, like, prevent this from just constantly becoming a thing every offseason?
I'm sure they don't fucking like it, but they also like.
I don't fucking know.
I'm sure they don't like some aspects of it, but I think the money they bring in is just it's with the way esports has been is too good to like pass up in any case.
If that's the case, then like, are we as fans happy with that? Like, are we go with that?
I mean, Ben, it's just I think there's nothing they can do, and they realize that. And you figure out how to pivot and deal with it. Like that's just if nothing can be done, right? Like if you're sitting here saying there can't be a salary cap, there can't be this, then at this point, what do you expect them to be? Mad just to be mad, right? There's no actionable thing to be done.
Oh,
so
also,
there is because they could have not approved them by like there because something they could have done.
We're also looking at this from the perspective that they have infinite money. The fuck? That they have infinite money and they are going to do these egregious things that we think they've
already
possible.
Started.
Yeah, they have basically.
Yeah, but that's different though. Like that's off season. It's off season.
I mean, listen, if you're bro, next year, like for example, when Hydra's a free agent, all these players are free agents, it's gonna get to a point where if they really want to offer those numbers, it's just silly. It's like there's nothing you can do at that point.
They're literally imposing their fucking bankroll will on everyone.
Yep. Well, let's move on to conversation. So obviously with Vegas, right? I mean, the rumor right now is Cellium, Pred, and Exnid. I mean, that's pretty much, and based on the rumors, I mean, that's signed and ready to go. Or if not signed, it's about to be signed, right? And that's looking like that's pretty.
There's a new post.
That might have been the first domino, could we say, maybe, of Rostermania. There's a reason why I took every other player off of every other team, because I feel like none of these teams matter right now because they're just part of the domino effect, right? Like that was kind of.
I think the BZ is the biggest domino
top
here.
4 team. Like I feel like they're like fringe top 4. Like I don't think this team is like dominant. I don't.
Falcons.
Like, yeah, even if they get scrapped, I don't know. I don't view them as like
I don't think you're wrong,
the
Pat.
best team.
I don't think you're wrong.
I think they're gonna be the fucking
bro.
best
Well,
team.
Can I re-tee Pat up? Is it because you feel like you just don't know how they're going to gel? It's not a talent thing?
No, it's just, bro, like, Pred and Exnid are obviously good players. I just don't think they're, like, you know, I'm taking Simp and Abizi over them. I'm taking Paco and anyone over them. Taking Kyler and Shotzzy over. Like, I don't think that, I mean, bro, we've talked about how important the sub-duos are. Like, I just don't think...
I'm still taking wherever Rencor goes.
I agree.
Or
I'm taking Miami. If Miami stuck together this year, I'm still taking them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Surge. If they stuck together right now, I'm taking Surge and Heretics over them.
I don't know about Surge. I'll probably take Falcons.
What? They were getting top 2 like literally the whole year.
Right, yo, Pat, can I give you a hypothetical?
Go ahead.
Let's say the roster is the same and you plug Abizi in for Exnid. Does that change like everything for you?
It changes a lot, but I mean, you gotta get Hydra, bro. If you really want to like put this in the conversation, you gotta get Hydra.
It changes everything, bro. Like if you get a player for Exnid, the weight of the fucking team essentially goes from Exnid to Pred, and I have more faith in Pred being able to manage that because he has multiple experiences in the league, teaming and potential and winning with multiple rosters at this point in his career. Whereas Exnid has not won. He has been on like one team with sure like multiple players, but to no success. Like it shifts everything.
What's their plan? Just spend infinite amount of money to put good players bad, around Exnid? Is that the plan?
I think I don't know, but they have to be reasonable. Once again, I think they're gonna give Exnid a shot, and they're gonna give it X amount of time. And if it's not working, I think they're gonna have to move from him. Like there's no way there's no way they're gonna build a system based on we're gonna continuously put different players around Exnid.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna give him the opportunity though.
They're going to give him a shot, and then at some point, they're going to look at it and be like, we have to move if they have to.
Yeah, I agree, Tony. I don't think they're going to cut him just yet. I think they want to give him another opportunity. I think they want to surround him with talent and see, like, if it works.
Yeah.
Bro, they're probably thinking the same way, though, Pat. And they're probably thinking, you know what, we're going to give Exnid a shot, and if it's not working, we'll just go buy whoever we want. And if we have to spend more money than we anticipate, then we will.
We've talked about this, like... when's the last time we actually saw a mid-season buyout, like even roster change of that caliber? I feel like it never happened.
Should have happened for AG.
I think this is different, though.
Stupid.
This is like I think this is the start of like an anomaly situation where they have the capital to just completely disrupt that. Mm-hmm. Come in and say, sorry, listen, you know what? Fine, we'll give you $1 million for Joe.
Wait, where are we saying it happened last year?
AG to Falcons.
Yeah, but wasn't he like off the team at that point already? Like there wasn't
like a big midseason pickup. And
but I'm talking about like another team giving away their best player. Like
that's just never happened.
That's So I don't foresee it happening even if Falcons go. Like
no one anything's off the play with Falcons, bro.
No, but mid-season is different. They would just be like, okay, we'll talk in the off-season.
These guys are gonna crash the ceilings. I would not rule out anything.
It depends, bro. Like you potentially ruin your team because hypothetically, if a team has one of the best, if not the best player, and they want to go after him, that team's probably already doing well. So you potentially ruin, the other players on the team's like season, depending on how they're doing.
I just feel like it'll never happen mid-season.
I disagree.
I think it's very risky.
Usually, I'd agree with you, but I put it this way. If I'm in Vegas and I want a player after Major 2, for example, even if that team is placing third, let's say that player is a free agent in 5 months and you go offer that organization $1 million to get him now. That puts the organization in a very tricky spot. It's like, well, this guy could just walk there in 4 months if we don't sell him for $1 million plus right now. What do we do?
Yeah, like that's where selling him and then signing a challenger.
Who was it? Who was it in W2? We were talking about like they were about to be free agents that offseason, and like they were like rumored with an interest of someone. Was it Pred in MW2? I don't remember.
What was the scenario?
Well, like there was a scenario where like Pred was like I think he was being looked at by you guys in MW2, but Surge wouldn't like sell him to you or take your offer or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
And then he walked 6 months.
He walked for free. Yeah,
I did the same. I did the same shit on Seattle. I told them I was leaving the next year, regardless of what happened. And then LAT approched them to buy me, and they said no, and then I walked.
Because you got to keep in mind,
we can't compare our baseline to like the dumbest organization we've ever seen, though.
The Surge are owned by the billionaires, the Aqualanis, and this is like a drop in a bucket to them. So again, as I've said time and time again with this stuff, it's an emotional decision at that level and not necessarily about money when you have that kind of funds.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tony, you did mention that you think aBeZy is kind of the biggest domino here in all of this. I mean, kind of expand on that, Tony. Why do you think aBeZy is the biggest domino, and where do you think he's going to end up?
Well, I'll start this convo on the flank because me and Ben, I'm not sure if we agree or disagree at this point, but I think FaZe have basically no leverage with aBeZy at this point because I have not heard a single rumor that aBeZy and Simp are willing to play together. And we know Kayson's been going around. We know Paul. They're going to let aBeZy go where he wants to go, right? They're not going to fuck him over. He's been with them since the start of Atlanta FaZe. aBeZy's not going to get shafted in this process. It's going to come down to where aBeZy wants to go 100%. And at that point, I think FaZe will deal them. So I don't think we're going to see a crazy buyout for aBeZy at all because it doesn't make sense. And I think aBeZy, he's in a pretty good spot to be right now.
But isn't the best team he could probably be on is FaZe?
Exactly. Everything is. If Scrap is going to Falcons now, I am Paco looking around like I'm on the Prince of Bel Air. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And things get super weird now.
Like Rencor.
I mean, they're trying to build.
But they can fucking nut.
They won't
Could
get
also
it.
go gentlemen.
Player swapping cash. This might actually fucking happen. To be honest.
What did Ant say? What did you say, Ant?
I said if I'm Abe and like if Ernie actually goes to the Falcons, I'd go to Gentleman's with that.
Yeah, Gentleman's has been making a lot of noise, bro.
Who are they gonna get?
They're trying to get Joe D based on what I've been seeing. Gotaga rated Joe Deceives. They're
not going to get aBeZy, Nep, and Joe D.
Adam posted that Joe Deceives isn't going anywhere.
What if they go to Ultra? Okay, bro, I know Adam posted that, and I'm sure.
No, fair.
But like, once again, if you're Ultra and you can't build a winning roster, what do? Do you just put Joe around a team that you think's going to be subpar just for the sake of saying we're not going to sell him? I think if Ultra can build a winning team, okay, if they can do what they want to do, Joe Deceives, aBeZy, Draza, and Kenny, that's what they want, right? That's the rumor. That's the team that they truly want. I don't think Ultra is going to pay the salaries that those players. Yeah, that's the player that
that's
they
been
want.
the rumors in the reporting.
Wait, but with Scrap gone, though, like there's like a world where maybe Draza goes with Envoy and just joins fucking.
That's a very good point.
I'm telling you, if Scrap is gone, there's a non-zero chance that Paco has to leave.
Paco is losing fucking composure. I promise you, he's losing full. If Scrappy gets bought out and they sell him and he's stuck there, but you know, Thieves right now, they're trying to make changes, bro. And from my understanding, they don't want to keep Dill either. I mean, we saw everything with Dan Ghosty. I think they're maybe looking at it.
True.
No, I think they're looking at replacements maybe for Dill, but they might not necessarily do it. But I definitely think they're keeping their options open, Tony. Wouldn't you agree?
The way I view it is I think Dan's gone no matter what. Like, a lot of people think that they might keep Dan. I personally believe that they're going to move on from Dan. I think Dill is still like a piece of Thieves unless there's like a clear upgrade that they have to make a move on. And I think like Joe Deceives, aBeZy, those are two players where I feel like Thieves would have to be like, okay, let's do this. But if Scrap is getting bought out, I think that changes everything.
Real quick, if Dan's on the market, Toronto would want Kenny over Dan? Am I hearing that right? I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that.
I think what's happening
is
is
Kenny
that
be in the fold for that team?
Because the rumor is that Draws and Ken want to play together, and aBeZy wants to play with Joe, and that's the roster they want to go with.
Kenny. I'm cool with Joe, fucking aBeZy and Draza. That's great. I'm just mind blown that Ken is on that team.
Really? You don't like Kenny?
I love Kenny. We both have GTRs. I think Kenny's a great guy. I just cannot believe that he is in that fold for that roster spot.
Wait, you want to?
Crazy to me.
Wait, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any posts about him, but I'm actually kind of like sad about it. Why the fuck has like Kleenex not been in any like rumors at all?
Because I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's
just
staying on Koi. I think he really is staying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's hype. But there's rumors of an entire team replacing that roster.
Toby and Real are all linked to the same teams, and they're just not option one. They will get potentially on a different squad, but the reason you haven't heard them linked to rumors is they're the option B in those situations.
Well, no,
I'm genuinely.
Well, Ben, there's two different scenarios though. Toby can't walk. Real can go wherever he wants. He's unrestricted.
Toby still can't walk? Yo, I swear he's been locked up.
Well, no. Here's the way Ultra's operating
how many
right
times
now.
is he signing?
He's been locked up for 5 years. What the hell is going on?
Toby signed a lifetime, bro.
The thing is, if they
Ultra are just waiting.
and Abe, then they'll let Toby walk. I'm saying like there's just cyclical situations here.
Toby's waiting on Ultra. If Ultra can somehow pull off the Joe Deceives, aBeZy, Draza move, I think Toby will be offloaded. But for now, if they don't do that, I think Toby stays. They can't lose him if they don't get that.
But
team.
now sees where it all gets complicated because we've been hearing about Abe and Zach as a duo, And if Ernie's off of Thieves, is he now going to try and talk to Paco and say, yo, me, Abe, you, and like one, and we're reloading on Thieves? Like,
That's think what he for sure do.
I think the biggest winner in Rostermania, the fucking behind the scenes orchestrator, is fucking Draza, bro. He has finessed himself into every situation basically on the board.
Well, I was going to say I gotta fucking tip it, man. I was gonna say the biggest winners of Rostermania right now are fucking Optic with the way this shit's looking like, and they haven't even fucking made a change. My
Optic's
boy,
looking comfortable.
Wait, can we scroll down real quick?
If the Heretics core sticks together too, I would say those guys are winners too.
Well, no, I think. Go ahead.
Did the Surge just give up?
Well, no, Surge apparently is losing their whole. Yeah, they're not paying, so they're losing all their players, and apparently Rambo's not going to be with them anymore.
But I heard they gave up before the season ended.
We're all in agreement that
we're like second.
Yeah, I heard they knew. Like the players knew that this shit was blowing the fuck up before the season even ended.
Surge might have been the most mismanaged org of all time.
Yeah, we're on agreement.
Cosign.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're on agreement that the top 4 on Tommy's like stream right now, like that are right there, are like the main players of Rostermania, and then Gentlemates is like following, and then after that it's like the scraps. Like
that's why I literally, Duarte, I just X'd out everybody in every roster because these are the dominoes, right? Like
the top is the dominoes.
Yeah, right. And then once we figure out what happens here, the rest will. Then we can start like filling in the rest. Here,
so
right?
basically what you're looking at is people that are getting paid and then everyone else on
Gentlemates is the only wild card though, because they'll pay and every spot is open. So like
but they can't.
They have no assets to like
they have no assets
in this rebuild.
Exactly.
Thieves, if you know what I'm saying, like Toronto, like they all
these teams have a staple and they're just trying to see who they can like pull.
Bro,
I mean, Thieves, bro, I actually see this happening. Like I can see now Thieves, if they do sell scrap, doing a BZ, Draws, Kenny, and Hydra. And if Hydra walks next year...
Why do we keep saying Kenny? You're telling me there's not better options?
Well, I think they pick Kenny over Dan on that roster.
Why would they not go for the Miami cat? Like
I'm just going off the rumor. Well, I don't think Thieves is buying... I don't think Thieves is going to buy Rent Core.
Does anyone know?
This new buyout
why not? Why not? They're getting a fucking bag for scrap.
Wait, hold on. Does anyone know that... Does anyone know Rencore and Super's like contract situations?
So from what I've heard about Miami is that Miami has told their players, bro, we're really stepping up this year. We think we have a really good core. We're going to figure out how to get everybody up on comp. If we're going to sign new players, they're also going to get good compensation. They're really moving off the bomb as far as compensation and trying to be very competitive going forward because they know they have a lot of talent in their roster, at least this year.
I'm not fucking re-signing anything, bro. At this point, with what Vegas is doing and the way this thing is going, I'm trying to be an unrestricted free agent, guaranteed next year.
Yeah.
If I'm someone like Rencore.
Are they still forcing 1+1?
If I'm someone like Rencore,
or the contract?
Yeah, like high stock players.
I thought you just meant
high stock players.
Didn't Neptune sign like a 1 year only, or someone signed a 1 year only thing?
So the only org that I think is going to be able to basically lock people in 2 years is Falcons. Won't let anyone sign a 1 year over there. Like
if I'm a player, I'm only signing 1 year, bro.
I don't know if players are going to be able to get 1 year. They can't always get that. I mean, that's hard to negotiate, honestly.
I had a player agent in my chat. You guys might know him, Freudy. He is around the scene. He told me, he was in my chat the other day, that one thing that might happen is you might see a lot of players go to orgs and be like, I'll sign a 2 year on the condition that second year is a mutual option, aka if the team is sticking together, the second year triggers. If there's any kind of team change, then I am free. And he thinks that there might be a lot of orders that are willing to take that gamble.
Realistically, that's the same as a 1 year, though.
Yeah, that's basically a 1 year.
No, it's not the same. It is similar to a 1 year. With the condition on that second year, and it's not a team option.
But there's no teams that stick together that don't win champs or EWC.
Exactly. That's exactly.
So it's not. So it's not a 2 year deal.
It's a 1 year. It's the exact same.
Wait, I want to say something.
1 year condition if shit works.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Go ahead, Duarte.
I want to say something because you guys said, or who said it? I think it was Pat, that if I'm during this Rostermania, I'd want to be a unrestricted free agent. I wouldn't agree unless you are being targeted by Falcons. I really don't think there's that much value in like being in terms of like upgrading salary wise.
Bro, like, we know this. We know this though. All these 1+1s are fake, bro. They're in reality, bro. They're all 1 years unless you're godlike.
Only when it comes. Yeah.
Because the orgs have the fucking like they can just fucking decline it. Yeah. In reality, they all are 1 year. But as a player, you might as well protect your interest. And
I think teams change their contracts too, though, Pat. Like I would say a couple of years ago, the +1 used to be like a significant raise to where it's like the organizations would be like, we're not paying that. I do think contracts have changed to where that second year is now a lot more reasonable rather than like look at Ultra's situation where they kind of had to offload Scrap. Like Scrap's deal was so high that it was not possible for them to keep him. So they were kind of forced into selling him.
But you guys heard with Scrap that FaZe offered $400,000 for Scrap and Toronto declined, and then they went off this later in the future to sell Scrap for $75,000.
A year prior, right, Tom?
Yeah, I think that's fucking insane.
They were offered $400 and sold him for $75.
Yes, they were offered $400.
Surge was offered $5 and let him walk for free.
Maybe not 75. That was
no. It was 75.
Okay, it was 75.
It was 75. It 100%. I mean, that's a fact. And Ernie confirmed that.
No wonder people are losing money in this fucking sport, bro.
I mean, I just don't get that at all. I don't understand how FaZe can offer $400,000 and then they just turn around and sell for $75,000 a year later.
Say 10 minutes ago? What did I say 10 minutes ago? Because it's for some of these people, it's not about money. It's a emotional decision. It's a political decision. Like they're playing a little bit with some version of monopoly money here.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
They ain't got no real estate on the map.
Guys, hold on. There's a confusion in the chat though. Let me take the floor here because some people are saying it wasn't 75. Guys, it was 75. All right, 75 for Scrap, 75 for Envoy, completing at 150,000. That's what it was, right? Some people are saying 150 each. It was not 150 each. Right? This stuff was literally confirmed. Right, so unless I'm being lied to by the sources directly, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I know for a fact FaZe offered $400,000. I mean, that's just, it's a fact.
I'm not going to lie, as an organization, unless your team is winning a lot and you don't sell your player the year that you get an offer right before he walks free agency, you're just dumb as fuck. Like, because from looking at it from the player POV, he's not going to stay.
How many dumb as fuck people
I know, but he's not going to stay.
Esports, everyone should be selling as much as possible.
It's win now.
You are not dominating.
It just depends on what you, as a high level management and board of directors want in an org. Some of them just don't give a fuck, and they just want to get that win now window when they get it. And then some of them, to Pat's point, like they'll chase the revenue because it's there because they want to sell it on top. Like,
but I think it depends on the team, bro. And that's why I was a little shocked to see Adamu's tweet about being hard stuck on not selling Joe. It's like, bro, okay, if Ultra can form a roster that they think they can win with, I completely understand that. You'll let Joe walk for free. You want to get 1 year of great placements, whatever. But if you can't build a roster that you think's going to win, how do you not consider selling Joe while his numbers inflated?
The reason
they think he's not going to win.
The reason his tweet was so dumb is because he just flip-flopped on his whole philosophy that he had last year. When he sold Scrap and fucking Envoy, it was like, oh, don't worry, we're going to build just as good of a team and be a better team.
We'll have a better year.
Yeah, like, oh, but you can't do the same thing with Joe when like his ceiling, or not his ceiling, his stock is fucking skyrocketing.
They learned their lesson. They learned their lesson is what they're trying to say here, and they're not going to let go of him because they think that if he's like him being on the team is the key to them having a team that is going to be competitive next year.
Yeah, but there's also look
at the amount of free agents though. Like, I don't think it is. Like, I don't know.
Well,
dude.
Chris, that's the issue though. Even if you can, like, you can use Joe to attract players for 1 year, but if you're a player going to play with Joe, you're like, he might not sign for another year, so he's just going to walk for free. Yeah, so that's another component that you have to think of.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Let's say hypothetically they attract a BZ. Yeah, a BZ goes and joins there. He's going to sign a fucking a 2 year. He's not going to sign a 1 year. You guys already said that. So now they get to a point where they're potentially locking in a BZ as well. So let's say Joe does have the option to leave next year and their team has success. Well, guess what? The fact that they're on different like contracts, well, Joe might consider staying there, even if because he's potentally playing on a winning team.
If I'm a BZ, I would say, Joe, I'll come if you re-up your deal when I sign. That's what I would do.
Yeah, 100%, because then they're stuck there together. But the point is like, if they don't do that, then yeah, Joe can walk. But will he walk if that team is successful?
Somebody in the chat said, "What if Joe is asked next year?" And I'll be honest, you can say that about any player. What if AG's asked next year? Well, then you know what I mean,
right? I said
like,
this last show.
You say
a lot of this is going to depend on the game, though. Yeah, like a lot of these rosters in general are going to depend on the game.
I mean, that's how it is every year. To be fair,
that's why I'm mind blown. I mean, I know you kind of have to, but like, dude, they're making choices early. Like we don't even see the game reveal. I don't know how many these players have played the game. Maybe they've played.
Well, people are banking on it being relatively the same, regardless of the map set, like Omni movement and stuff like that.
Have the pros played? Have they done the early testing?
Yo, Ant, you played?
It's happened so fast. Like,
nah, literally no one has played it.
There you go.
Yeah, so I mean,
I would assume if anyone's played it, they're probably.
I mean, listen, I'm
about it.
assuming that it's going to be the same shit with some like added on wall bounce or some shit. But I think the Omni movement, the sliding shit, and new maps, yeah, I think it's gonna feel very similar. I really do. I mean, I don't have any knowledge on that or any intel on that. That's just like a feeling that I have. But we'll see, right? I mean, we have the reveal coming up. We'll kind of see. We'll get more on that here in the near future. But I do want to move conversations over to FaZe. Rumor is that 04 is going to be joining Simp on FaZe. I just want to ask you guys straight up, do you guys like that duo of Simp and 04?
Was it not 04 and Abuza, or is it just 04?
Yeah, my bad.
I think they're looking at Abuza.
I'm trolling. But I will say, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think Nep is a better fit. But I could be tripping.
You like Neptune better there?
Yeah, just because like I feel like Chris is just so used to like playing around just the hill, and
I don't think that's how he wants to play though.
Bro, Nep is awful PR right now, and Nep. I'm so shocked to see the lack of Neptune.
Bro, I played against Nep, bro. I promise you right now,
bro.
T3 most impactful player
that
last
guy's
game.
godlike.
Yeah, like Neptune runs it down. Like he brings pace, which was my main concern with the rumored FaZe roster.
Yeah, but he runs it down like efficiently though. It's not like just like I have high engagement, so I have to be doing something right. He runs it down in a way that is like absurdly.
There was a post about the reason why he's not being looked at as Rostermania, and somebody that I know gave me the reason why, but I don't know if that is, and I don't want to say it unless it's confirmed. And I just feel like I don't want to put his business out there, but there was a reason why he's not being looked at, supposedly.
Put in the chat.
You
let me see. I think the reason why he's being blown out of proportion a little bit. I think he's being blown out of proportion.
Yeah, I want you guys to see if this is what you guys heard, and then maybe we can decide to say it together. But I'll type it. So you guys move the conversation. I'll type this in.
Well, I mean,
I'll go, Tom, to your question. I mean, I just think FaZe should get a better team. I mean, I know the Seattle guys had a good year, but like,
who else do you want them to get?
I mean, I want them to be involved. I want them to be involved first. Like, bro, there's still the Abizis. Like, are we not trying to maybe re-sign Abizi?
I'm gonna summarize the Neptune.
The ending of that, Chris, shouldn't matter because you could relate that to a lot. I know,
but the first part was correct. The first part was correct.
Yeah,
look what I just typed.
Yeah. Can I put a cap in the Neptune thing? I'm asking around.
I think that's horseshit, though.
Boys, asking around.
Yeah, I think it's blown out of proportion.
I don't think that.
Go ahead, Ben.
I think that Neptune is going to, at the moment, team with any of his former teammates on any one of these new teams. I think that's why he hasn't been linked to a couple of these situations. And in regards to Abuza, I think that's a complicated thing for FaZe because I think now there's a couple other main AR spots that are open, so we'll see which one he chooses.
Why won't Neptune play with his former teammates?
Because what do you mean? Because what you just posted. All right, listen. I'm just gonna say it because I don't think it's a big deal, and I want chat to try to see if they think it's a big deal. And as to the reason why he's not in any of these roster rumors, so basically, Neptune was hitting up other teams before EWC finals to potentially join them for next year or having conversations, and I guess that got led back to his team, and that's probably why he's not being rumored to be on, like, let's say FaZe, for example, or with his other teammates because. I mean, there's probably some fucking beef there.
I don't think that's that bad.
Why would that matter, though?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's bad either.
If anything, I mean, bro,
chat, drop a 5 in my chat. Thank you.
His whole team probably knew that Surge was fucking done, like giving up as an org. Shit, all of them should have been doing that.
I mean, if you know your organization is compromised at the end of the year, I don't see what the big deal is. I really don't see.
And maybe the only other thing I could see is he just thought his teammates were ass. Like.
No,
that just can't be the case.
I see it.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Go ahead. This is what I think. I think that he knew that regardless of the situation, that they won, didn't win, that they're like either him and 04 were just going to change and everything was going to blow up. That's what I think. And he was just pre-popping, like, I guess just making moves.
Which I don't think is that big of a deal, but I do understand how if you were one of his current teammates at the time, you feel like, this guy might have been checked out before our big match. Well, I guess maybe that's the way some of them are thinking of it.
And the problem is that his teammates are getting linked to all of these. You see the cycle of the problem here. Whether or not you think that that's an issue.
No, but why would that?
What I've heard that his former teammates don't want to team with him, and they're getting linked to all these teams. You then see how he's not getting linked to all these teams, correct?
Well, but the thing is,
you guys see the cause and effect here.
But I just think it's like, bro, that is so many players have done that, and it just hasn't been talked about publicly. Like that's not something that's like never been done before, bro. Plenty of players have discussed.
We just don't know. But that's what I've heard. They will not team with them.
That's fine. He doesn't have to team with them. There are 12 other teams in the league.
Yes, but
why would other teams care?
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Okay. If all these teams are caring, bro, listen, I'm going to Heretics and I'm being like, yo, Methodz, like, yo, or I'm swapping out with Methodz and I'm picking up Neptune, bro. If they want to stick together and just if they can play, if they can talk in English.
That Neptune was trying to fucking figure out what team he was going to be on next year because his org was imploding, then this is the softest league I've ever seen in my life.
No, I think
listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
I don't know if the teams do or just his teammates.
Listen to Ben real quick. Yes, that's what Ben's saying.
We've all heard that same rumor, and I have also heard that his teammates do not want to team with him. So one could assume that there's probably other stuff that happened behind the scenes that we don't know or may never know about. And the problem for him is he can definitely get on a good team, but a lot of his former teammates are being linked to all of these squads. And if they don't want to play with them, you see how then this is getting complicated, right?
This is one org that I've seen these Seattle guys.
No, Booz has gotten linked to like every fucking team, though.
This is the first one I've heard since I joined this call.
He's been linked to like 2 teams. He's been linked to FaZe and Thieves.
And FaZe.
That's it. Where else has he been?
I do want to preface this by saying, like, it does make sense that he's not, but I don't think it's for that reason. The only team that it's for that reason is the teams with him on, and that's maybe Thieves and maybe FaZe. But outside of that, KOI, KOI, if it's a BZ or him, like they're probably just going to take Abe just because of credibility and like longevity when it comes to his success.
All right, hold on.
And then the only other team that he maybe has room to join that isn't a complete rebuild is potentially Heretics.
Yo, 04,
there's no other team.
Would you team with Neptune on a team right now if you had the opportunity? If you could get on FaZe with Neptune and I guess not FaZe, any team that was a good team, would you do it?
What did 04 say?
It's Cap. So then,
he said Cap. I've heard it from at least 3 people.
I've heard it from multiple people too. So there could be.
I think FaZe. Hold on. I think FaZe
are
just higher on 04. Like I don't think it's that complex. I think 04 was a great player. He's good at search, and they looked at 04 and they're like, "Yo, we want this guy on our team." I think it's probably less about Neptune and more about the fact that they want to play with 04.
Wait, am I getting one guide? Someone said that Kason said Nep is never going to play for FaZe.
Didn't name Nep. He just said there was a player in the league that he would never pick.
Listen, I will also say context matters, bro. If this guy was like, it matters to the fact that if they Surge were actually blowing it the fuck up, then it's not that big of a deal, right? But if they were like actually competing and they weren't blowing it up and there was like a future there, and then he was doing it, then it's like, dude, what the fuck, right? Like,
well, they just let everybody
matters.
know, so we know they were blowing it up.
Well, now,
they probably knew
now
that.
They do. Well, now we know that. I didn't know that till fucking 2 days ago.
No, but he might have known that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Apparently,
just said, yes, I would. He was blitzing.
Wait, did he say that last night? Because last couple I've seen that he didn't. So did he say this last night, chat?
04 just said he would play with Nep right there in the chat.
There you go.
I've heard with 3 different people on these teams that are all involved.
Bro, his current fucking teammate is saying he would play with him, bro. Like,
I hear you, but 04 is not going to come out and publicly talk shit about his teammate. So just
he also could just not reply to you.
100%, but he's stepping for his boy, and I respect that. But I'm telling you what I've heard behind the scenes. So the truth is somewhere in the middle. Congrats.
I mean,
as always, whenever we talk about shit on stream, we've been
lying right now in the
I've been doing this shit for 5 years.
You lying,
twin. Shit goes, bro.
Yeah, but it also could just not be him. Like it could be Abuza for all we know. Like they could be Abuza has problems with him. Either way, bro, we've all heard it, bro.
The only
the truth is somewhere there in the middle.
Where Nep could fit in on like one of these top teams would be if like he replaced Envoy, right? Like like if Abe and Joe want to get like.
Or
he kind of has limited options.
Or he took Methodz' spot.
Exactly.
It's at the point that Nep is getting on a good team, bro. He is definitely still sought after. Once this all shuffles out, there aren't that many elite SMG options. He's going to get on a good team.
He's tier 2 right now when it comes to being looked at.
Where is Rancor going?
We don't know. Rancor's not going anywhere because they will not sell him, bro. They will not sell
Even if the Falcons come in?
That's different. That's different, right? I mean, the Vegas Falcons is an anomaly, bro. These guys are literally different compared to every other organization. We're seeing it firsthand.
It's like not even worth talking about when it comes to Vegas because it could be like, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, I was going to say it's possible with the Vegas Falcons, man.
But I feel like Rancor should be on that list.
Nah, Ben did say that Heretics were going to step up, and they're probably going to be a lot more competitive with pretty much every other team that's like like signing players
sign
outside of
it.
I
Falcons.
wouldn't
This
sign a
again.
damn thing if I was Rancor.
I
Not
agree.
a damn thing.
I agree, and I said this a couple days ago. I think Miami is going to end up being a mixed team this season. There's no other realistic path because I think Real's getting a lot of offers, and it'd be difficult, I think, for him
From
to stay.
who?
But from virtually everybody, I think, what I've heard.
What do you mean
Real
everyone?
is
Everybody.
interesting.
Like literally everybody. I
Yo.
think everybody rates Real. I think they think he's
Yeah, but
fucking
we
good.
haven't heard
Like,
a
he's
single
awesome.
rumor
Bro,
about
look
Real.
at the fucking teams that we are building. What do you mean everyone? There's one spot. Potentially.
There's one spot you know of.
Ben, what are you just in like a group DM with a bunch of
Well,
random people that are
listen,
just
there are a
saying
lot of
shit?
people that, behind the scenes. Like,
Bro, I'm willing to bet $100 that Real is literally still on the Heretics or he's on a complete rebuild team.
It's
Gentlemen,
cap.
for example. It's one or
cap.
the other.
No, I feel like
Real-
that's his two options,
let
Ben.
me explain the Real situation.
Go ahead, Ben.
And I don't know, like, why you guys are former players. I'm not sure you guys will understand this. Real's in a situation where there is a couple of people in the queue in front of him, but these teams are trying to line up options because, as you know, shit moves very quick, and they need to have options B, C, and D.
Yeah, the
And so
domino. It's a domino.
Yeah, he is a domino, and he has talked to a lot of these teams, and they rate him as a backup option as their guy goes off the board.
Ben's right
You
here.
guys
No,
have
he
been in
is
those
right.
situations.
No,
You
he's
know
right.
how it
That's
is.
right.
I do see what you're saying, but I just think if he's gonna weigh all his options and if he's gonna land like on a second option for like another team, bro, I think the Heretics, even if they fucking kept medals, is going to be better than all of those teams.
That's what I said yesterday in Zen's chat. I said if I am on Miami right now, I would rather be on Miami than any of these teams outside of like Optic or Thieves or FaZe.
Yeah,
I
I'm
I would
looking
still
at.
rather be on
I don't
Miami.
think you're wrong either, Sam. I don't think you're wrong.
You can
I'm
say the
looking at
same shit about
Rostermania.
FaZe, bro. Staying together. Well, MC's
Yo,
gone.
could you
But
imagine
Well, hold on. We've
Hydra
talked about this,
for
bro.
medals? Wow.
go ahead,
Go ahead,
Zen.
Zen.
Go ahead, Zen.
I mean, bro, we spoke about this. Like, I think FaZe not keeping either a BZ or a Draws is kind of crazy. Like, losing every player from FaZe and just leaving Simp to rebuild, to me, is like,
FaZe being on a rebuild is insane.
it's just kind of nuts how there's not at least a little bit of Atlanta FaZe DNA still on that team.
Yeah,
Besides
but there's also a world where I mean, dude, I mean, I don't know their business, but like, why the fuck? Like, do they not want to play with Chris? Why is Chris alone? Like, that's the vibe this gave me. This whole scenario.
I have no idea.
Who doesn't want to play with? Who doesn't want to play with Chris? Who doesn't want to play with
would
I
Chris?
mean,
Like,
everyone,
do they not wanna play with Chris?
everyone's gone, and
I
he's
would
not
wanna
in the
play with Chris.
conversation. He's on a full rebuild. So
You talking about Sim?
yes, in my like, I don't know.
They
I
have
don't know.
plenty
it.
of people that want to play with them.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
it's
No,
just-
no.
Well, Chris, let me
I'm talking
expand.
about-
Chris, let me expand on this.
BZ, Cell, and Draza. The
me-
fact that none of them are there.
Let me
Obviously,
explain on
Cell
this.
got the bag.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was gonna start off with Cellium got the bag, right? I think it was an option for MC to stay until the bag hit, and then that kind of went out the window, right? Obviously, with Simp and a BZ, like, I don't know what's going on there, but I'm getting the idea that maybe they just don't want to play with each other, right? Like, that
There
might
it is.
be.
That's what I was asking.
I mean, that might be compromised. I mean, in my opinion, like, I think you'd be really careful with letting a BZ go, right? Like, I think you can make it work, but if that's really compromised and you can't make it work, then you chalk it up. And then Draza's a free agent, so I think ultimately Draza could come back to FaZe and re-sign with FaZe. But if you're Draza, you're weighing out your options, right? I mean, you're not just gonna you're not just going to throw your eggs in one basket and just re-sign, right? I mean, it's a long off season. You might as well throw your eggs in multiple baskets here and see what he can do, right? I think that's what Draza's doing. Draza, he's moving right now from what I heard.
Can he even get on a better team that's not FaZe squad?
I mean, he
It would
might
just
be
be that
able
It
to.
would be that Koi team.
Or
Yeah,
if
but I don't
Thieves
even-
now,
I don't-
maybe.
but I
I
don't
mean,
even
if Scrap's
think
not on
that's
Thieves, I mean,
better.
that's actually a viable option now.
Yeah, but Envoy and Ghosty, like, I mean, that.
I'm
No,
just
I
curious.
I
what
think
team
it
would
would
you
just be
rather?
Hydra.
What team would you rather play with, bro? Would you rather play with Joe, a BZ, Draza, and Kenny, or would Draza rather play with like a Hydra, Envoy himself, and either like Dan or what other AR could they potentially get? I mean, if they can get Rencor, like that'd be a great pickup for them. But bro, I was saying this. I was talking to Damon. Damon was in my chat a couple days ago, and we were saying that like Toby is an underrated like look in this Rostermania because I think he proved he can do well as a flex and a sub. And I would not be mad to see like Toby land on like Thieves and have to run like a flex or like both guns.
Yeah, but if you're a BZ, why would you go play with Joe when you can go play with Hydra and Draws hypothetically now?
Hypothetically, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's just a lot. There's a lot of moving parts
Yeah.
now.
Like, there's so many different
Is there no
hypotheticals.
world that FaZe just try to replace Cell? Like, is there? I mean,
know.
bro, like, you don't think that trio would stick if they got like Rencor?
I mean,
If they could get him, but I don't know if that's possible.
They have a very unique
Maybe.
problem that like those guys team together for 6 years. How often does that happen in esports? Like there's just so much there. Like I don't know if they can't feel confident they can win or not be day to day or whatever. It's got to be
the only
tough.
team that I haven't heard Abe on is FaZe, so I feel like that says enough.
Yeah. Toby could also join this to join FaZe and just be the second or like either like a sub or a flex for that team too.
Listen, I don't know if I'm reading this right, but in my opinion, the next domino is Scrap. It was first the domino was MC, now it's Scrap.
Well, it was a BZ and now it's Scrap. Yes.
I mean,
you think Scrap joins?
Well,
I saw a
Scrap,
post that
Ernie,
apparently it's
maybe.
like already a lock. No?
Do I think Scrap joins? Honestly, it's possible. Like, there's no way to know, but once again,
I think
there
a
are
lot
certain
of that,
numbers that there's not. Bro, if they choose to reach into that bag and they really push the envelope, Thieves' hands are tied. Ernie's going to be like, well, fuck, Paco. I love you and I love this team, but they're offering me $1 million. So, like, what do you do?
Yeah. Ernie's going to say, you know what, Paco, we'll grab you next year. All right, just hang on tight.
That's the problem that we were talking about.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's the problem, Slay, but that's what they're going to do. I mean, he's going to say, hey, Paco, you hold on tight over there. I'll be right back. We'll be back.
Listen, I'll be
spinning the block
baiting
of the year.
Exit and I'll get you there ASAP.
And bro, honestly, I'm sure Hydra would look at Scrap and be like, bro, go take that $1 million right now. Like, there's no way he'd look at him and be like, nah,
and let me ask you, and do you think Ernie would do that? Like, if you were in Ernie's shoes, like, do you think you would take the offer if you were in Ernie's shoes? Like, if you were getting paid, say, $250, $300, right? And then all of a sudden you're getting like close to $1 million offer, right? Like, are you taking that?
I'm going.
You're going, right?
Everybody's taking that.
Everybody's taking that shit, man.
100%.
If you aren't taking that, you're a moron. I'll tell you that right now to your face.
But that's so. The only way I would see it not being taken is because if he feels like, okay, all these teams are fucking each other up, like we have a good potential to win, like keeping the majority of our team because they did win 2 majors.
No, but look what
he goes.
saying.
But he goes in, he has that success that year, and then maybe he's even more valuable, or the value's the fucking same, and he walks for free.
Well, Namos is right though, because it is Cellium and AG, right? It's not like you're joining a team where you're like, fuck, bro, we don't have a single chance.
What is this, bro? Hold on, I got a clip.
You're still playing with good players.
Wait, but hold on, Zinni, hear me out. If Scrap, let's say, doesn't join and he stays with Thieves and Falcons get whoever the fuck they get, they're going to take that beginning of the year or even the whole year to weed out either Xnid or if they have another issue on their team, potentially fix that or at least make changes. So that way, let's say Scrap joins next year when he's free. Like, if he does get that offer, he's going into maybe a potentially more stable environment right away while still being on Thieves for another year and potentially winning more.
Well,
and then going to another team
before you guys continue, I got a clip here. Exit and MC having a conversation. Apparently, they can't understand each other. Let's do this. Listen to this real quick.
Yo, MC.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
What'd you say?
I'm good, and you?
I'm chilling.
What?
I'm chilling.
Add me, I'll send you.
Hey, bro, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like, in-game, bro,
Exactly. Imagine in-game comms.
Brother, in-game, it's cooked, bro. It's cooked.
That's the clearest I've heard MC talk in my life. He said, I'm chilling. He said, what? Imagine he's on me. He's like, what the fuck is he saying, Clay?
Yo, we need coaches on stage. Clay's gonna be calling out for.
Hey, bro. I mean, bro, like, yeah. I mean, dude, listen. I talk about comms a lot because I thought it was a big problem with Atlanta FaZe this year. Bro, comms is a serious thing, and if you can't understand each other in game, you're never gonna be on the same page. Like, it's actually chalked. Like, all great teams have great teamwork and good comms. Right, so it's like if you're missing that, it's gonna be tough, bro. Like when you're playing a team, for instance, if you're playing Optic Texas, like you're not gonna win, bro. If they're common how they usually come, like they're just gonna be a step ahead. Like I don't even know how you make that work, right? Like maybe back in the day, years ago, I'd say, oh, you can make it work, but comms are just way too important now, in my opinion.
Well, that's why I feel like there's so much pressure on Xnid in this situation, because he kind of has to make it work. He has to deal with all of these things because it's not going to be MC that goes next, right? Like it's going to be him if they're going to get MC for that much money. So now it's so much pressure on Xnid to be a better communicator, understand comms, and facilitate the game and play a way to set these superstars up.
Yeah.
It's just so much on his plate, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And what I'll say to you, Chris, prior about what you were saying, is I think Scrap's fine either way. Like, he has such insane stock that, yes, if he plays with Thieves for a year, 100% has a chance to win. If he goes to Falcons, he's going to get paid a fuck ton of money for years to come, right? Like, there are a few players with high enough stock to where no matter what, Scrap's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think if you're Ernie too, if you're Ernie, you could also just finish out your contract with Thieves, play another year with Paco, and then just go to Falcons at the end of the year with Paco, right? And then they just both do it together.
Yeah,
right?
but they still got to make a change on Thieves, though.
Yeah, I mean, they got to figure that out. But I mean, that's a domino at this point, right? I mean, I just don't know what they're gonna plan on doing. I mean, if you're Thieves and you're keeping Paco and Scrap, who are you pairing around those two? Like, who do you bring in? Like, what do you do there?
Bro, no bullshit. Like, and I mean, I know at the end of the day, it's gonna be Thieves' call to sell him. But if I'm Ernie, like, and there is any world that I'm thinking about staying, I would go to Thieves and be like, look, if you don't make the move to get to like star players with me and Hydra, then I absolutely want to go to Falcons.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough. I really don't know who they're going to surround themselves with over there on Thieves. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. And I don't know if they're going to spend the type of money to go and buy players out, right? Like Joe, Rancor, yada, yada, Abizi, list goes on. Like, how much money are they actually going to spend to try and get these guys, right? Like, I just don't know where their head is at there.
Well, the problem is no one's buying, like, Envoy and Ghosty, right? Most likely.
Yeah, Nameless makes a good point, too. He said, I'd go to Falcons right now if I'm Scrap before Draws or someone else with big stock gets the bag first. Like, that's another component to think about. Like, let's say Scrap did get this ginormous offer. It is still a risk, right? Like, obviously, you think you can go join Falcons for free next year. What if Falcons like the position they're in, right? Like, what if they don't?
I mean, I could be wrong. I just don't ever see a world where Scrap's stock is not going to be higher than anyone they get.
No, I agree. I agree, but it's still a slight risk in the sense of, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? It could be unpredictable.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not likely, but it's possible.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest.
The hardest Rostermania to judge ever.
I was just gonna say that. Looking at this right now, brother, I have no idea who is ending up on these rosters. I actually have no clue. There's just way too much. There's way too many moving pieces right now, and you just never know what's gonna happen.
Bro, what do you think is happening with the bottom four teams?
I think they're just waiting.
They're waiting.
Oh, they're
doing nothing.
They're waiting.
They're marinating.
They're waiting to
until
sign their player minimum.
I mean, and here's the thing, right? And they don't have any pool. Like, what pool do they have to attract top players there? Like, they don't really have any.
The only thing that I think those orgs could be doing right now is trying to sign that omit roster from EWC.
Wait, is it Slasher on the Ravens still?
Yeah.
Yo, Austin is finessing. Yo, Austin, I'll tip it, bro.
Yo, honestly though, yo, Sam,
You're the worst player on the team, but you are still there, bro. I tip it.
You tip
Austin,
that?
you are the man, bro.
Oh shit, bro.
If you're Omit, like, yeah, I think some of those bottom teams are trying to get those Omit players. But bro, if I'm Craze and Mamba, I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm waiting because those bottom teams aren't going anywhere.
Well, the rumor was that they were all going to Rocker, wasn't it? The whole team, wasn't that the rumor?
I don't know the org, but I know the rumor was they're trying to play somewhere together.
Listen, there's a world where, like,
because I heard it was Rocker.
There's a world where one of these, like, bottom four or whatever teams is going to get one of the, like, good players that got left out of the top teams, and then that's where people are going to want to go. Like, I could see a world where
it's not going to happen till after Labor Day, basically.
Wait, what's Breach doing? Are they sticking?
They might not.
We're not going to know till after Labor Day. Like,
I think Purge and Snoopy will remain at least, and then the rest will fill in.
Yeah, I feel like you got to put Snoopy there.
this is going to be one of the slowest Rostermanias because there's just too much intertanglement, and it's going to take a while for this thing to unfold. And the bomb teams have always waited until September anyway, and it may even stretch further into like October. Keep in mind, the rumored release date this year is the middle of
November.
Rafi's in the chat. Yo, Rafi, is this not true, Rafi? I mean, Rafi, I'm hearing that you were trying to sell the whole team, Rafi. That's what I'm hearing. Is that not true? I mean, you tell me, Rafi. You tell me. As the owner of the Omid. And also, I also think Gentlemates could be a good spot for some of these players to land. They got a great brand over there, bro. They got a great foundation, a great fan base. Like, you never know. I heard Gentlemates would actually spend some money, too. You never know. Gentlemates could be a good landing spot. They got to change their name, though. They had two names combined into one this year. Hopefully, Gotaga goes back to just their branding.
They should. I think remember, we talked about there was a rumor of next year being the teams allowed to use their full names with tagged with the team or a location. So next year it shouldn't be. It should be like, if it's going to be Minnesota again, it would be Minnesota G2 or something like that, hypothetically, instead of Rocker. Or it's leaving it to the teams.
They're trying to find the balance where for the teams, they're still trying to keep the city-based thing, but for the teams, this is a big thing for them, is being able to use the same jerseys as their parent teams, for example, because that's inventory that they're selling to sponsors and partners. Now they're adding another, they're adding another team to that inventory that they can now upsell for their renewals for 2026, which is a big thing for the orgs. That's more money.
So it'll be up to the teams, but like I fully expect Toronto to be Toronto KOI next year instead of Toronto Ultra.
That was reported by Ronnie a couple of days ago on that front.
So that's another component we were talking about. Is Ultra's budget, or is KOI more involved now? Because Ben, you would know more. KOI is huge overseas, bro. Their owner, or at least the guy involved, is like
the biggest streamer in the world.
He just had 11 million viewers at his boxing event. He set the worldwide live stream record. Like Abai is colossal.
Yeah, but I think between Adam, Neil, and Abai and like a bunch of other people, I think they've all kind of, I assume, split the turf on how the teams are managed. Like I think if anything, to the point I just said about the KOI thing, with regard to sponsors and partners,
guys?
like
is
that's
it KOI? It's KOI.
KOI, whatever. But like.
It's all uppercase. I'm saying all the letters.
The point is like it's happening because they want to be able to like have that unified like inventory. I don't think it's gonna change how the team is managed by the team on the ground in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Like Mitch and them. Like, I think they're still gonna stay how it is, but the branding makes sense for the business and like the parent company that owns them.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Ronnie just retweeted his article about Scrap going to Vegas.
No fucking way.
And I'm not sure if that's like intel or if he's just bumping the article.
Dating, bro. He's in the Fabrizio Romano.
Listen, Ernie FaceTimed me this morning. And he looked happy.
How much you think Ernie has to get to go?
You want my honest 100% answer?
What's like the number? Let me hear the number.
Salary or buyout?
I think 800,000.
Salary? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, salary.
Yeah, it's got to be upwards of $1 million, like close to it.
I'd probably
it's gotta be like
I'd probably say 7, 8.
It's got to be triple what he's getting paid now, and I'm not taking less than triple.
What he's getting paid now?
Well, I don't know what he's getting paid now, but like I'd assume it's
triple
of
what he's getting paid now is a lot.
You would just have to get the same that MC got, bro.
You think? Wait, I don't know.
Nah,
I mean, I'm not gonna say here. You think Scrap's making over 200K right now on salary?
Right now, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
fair enough.
Scrap
that's a lot.
Ernie's got some Bitcoin right now.
Damn, motherfuckers are getting paid bags.
But to be fair though, to Ernie over the course of the 2 years he was in the CDL,
it's in the chat.
Became a tier 1 fucking all-star.
I won't. I'm just curious.
I'm saying like to an extent of like being played there up with the best, like it's deserved, unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's one of the best players.
Scrap will be the highest. Scrap will be the highest paid on that team. Scrap, if he goes to Vegas, will be number 1.
Paco and Ernie are being paid well, right? Like if they were going to Vegas, they'd have to be getting a shit ton of money, bro. A shit ton. I would say 700 or 800. I would say 7.
Say that out loud. Don't type in the chat. Say that out loud, Pat.
Well, no, I mean people would be able to do simple math.
Pat's the most overpaid player of all time, bro.
Pat said Ernie's still not beating me. That's what he said. He said Ernie's still not beating me. We know Pat. He's the ultimate looter, bro. Guy literally looted highway robbery, bro. Look at the name was in the chat. Literally, bro.
But they don't give a fuck, bro, because it's not robbery. It's fun money. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're just giving it away though. That's the thing.
Like they just want to field a roster that they think can win. And Scrap's obviously a pivotal player that can bring
I wonder
winnings,
if they have a budget. I wonder if they like actually are like in a room
I
with
thought
the
they did, but now I don't think they do. I thought they did
it's
before.
Just like whatever.
At first I was like, dude, logically, like they have a budget, and now I'm like, they don't have a budget.
Yeah. Sam, remember I said that to you on the phone yesterday, Sam. I was like, bro, I didn't think I knew they had the money. I just didn't think they'd actually spend that type of money.
You guys know the number if you got first in EWC in the club thing, right?
10 million, right?
7 this year.
7 million?
Isn't Falcons just winning that every time? So they're just paying
Yeah,
themselves.
Are they winning right now?
Yeah,
7 million is a lot.
I remember
they're transferring money from one account to
that's
another.
before the sponsor partner, other money they have coming in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know that just 7 million coming down the line.
I remember Team Liquid was high up there, and they were like contending with them for a sec. I don't know if they passed them or not.
I mean, I could tell you if you go to the standings right now, I'll tell you. I think
they're literally money laundering.
I mean, to be honest,
they created a tournament to give
them. Falcons in first by 100 points, but to be honest, they're gonna probably win this Warzone thing tomorrow. So
Listen, I think Vegas, they're probably not like going in like with these crazy numbers at first, but I think the players they want, they're gonna continuously extend until they can get them, if that makes sense. Like MC, like they might have started obviously lower than they ended up. Then you hear MC to Thieves, and they did whatever they had to do to make sure they can get them. And I think that's the way Vegas is going to operate.
That MC was their target, though, and not Scrap. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, like...
Well, MC's a free agent, right, Pat? Easier. It's easier.
But no, for sure. But I'm saying if they're operating on this, like, unlimited budget thing, you would think they would just be like, all right, let's get the best player in the game.
See, Pat, I don't think it's an unlimited budget. I don't think it's unlimited, but
I think it is.
Bro,
I mean, it may.
MC is taking up half of a team's operating cost of the league, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's unlimited.
Yeah. Also, because MC's free, you can get him in, and then you can use that as the tool to then be able to buy somebody out.
Listen,
like,
with the way that we're talking,
unlimited for the team they want.
Can we all agree then that the next move is who's gonna be that last player on Vegas, right? That's the next move, right? I mean, if they're the ones spending, if they're the ones dropping the cash, I mean, that's next. That's kind of like the next.
And if you lose Scrap and you're Thieves, you do whatever you can to bring back Draws. And you say, Draws, what do you want? And if that's a Beezy with him or Kenny, I think Thieves will make that happen. Because I think if you're gonna lose Scrap, I think you have to get Draws.
Hypothetically, let's say Falcons make this insane offer for Scrap and Thieves say no. Do you think they just turn around and be like, all right, we'll give you the same thing for Hydra? Do you think Thieves would ever sell Hydra but not Scrap?
Nah, doesn't make sense.
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
If they're willing to sell one, they'll sell the other. If
Falcons do it, then they wouldn't be playing with Exnid. That's like their whole thing, right?
I mean, at this point, I mean, that just seems crazy to me. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, bro, somebody in the chat said, "Have we heard anything about C9, brother? These teams are compromised right now, bro. They're compromised. Like those teams can't even make plans yet. Like I don't even know how they're building rosters yet." Right, like we gotta see like what happens here at the top with these teams, and then like I feel like some of these teams can start making some moves and actually like making plays here.
After this Falcon ship fizzles over, it's just about where FaZe and Thieves go. That team will get mixed together, then Ultra, and then everybody else.
I would say Koi too. I think
Genomates is in the mix there.
I think after Falcons, then Thieves, FaZe, Koi, and Genomates. I think those are the four teams that we pay close attention to.
What's going on with Sib, you think? Like, do you think Sib just is on cloud 9 and they're going to build a roster? Like, I feel like Dante will end up somewhere, maybe.
But they're not answering. They're not answering his text messages, bro. You saw
just
the
like
clip.
the fifth AR.
Well, that's different, bro. He texted.
Where's it? Oh, my bad.
No, I was gonna say Dante, Kismet, Neptune, Kleenex, and like Insight are like the last couple of people.
What were you gonna say? Ant? What were you gonna say?
No. I'm playing zombies right now, and I'm asking my chat like, sit.
Oh,
we're just not locking talk though.
Think if Falcons come to Nade with the 661 case harden for Scrap, he does it?
Yes.
I mean, that's $1 million skin, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, and I'd sell it.
Okay, hold on. Yo, let's talk hypothetical. How much do you think it will actually cost for Vegas to get Scrap? Like, what do you guys think the actual number is?
No,
1
I
million?
think high six.
1 million.
Wait,
1 million.
Sam, you don't think like 500K Thieves will sell them?
No,
not 500.
Absolutely
no,
not.
500.
High six figures will get it done.
Like you think 800?
I think it's close. I think it's close to
the problem is that there is at some point, unfortunately, this is how this shit works. At some point, the board of thieves is going to be like, dude, that money can get reinvested in a meaningful way for our business. Like
I think it's recouping their original buyout for those two and all this year's operating costs with their new roster addition. So whatever that amount comes to.
$1 million.
I mean, I'd be like, you're saying, would you repeat that, Pat? Repeat that?
So basically, they got to recoup the cost they paid to get Scrap and Envoy. Yeah, and then they have to pay for all of this year's player salaries and operating costs, including their new player that they signed.
That's like over $1.5 million, if not like close to 2. No?
That's a lot.
How is that over $1.5 million? They
for
only
4
paid
players for
2,
two,
right?
Buyouts and those 2 players for 2 years, basically, plus the rest of the team.
I mean, they might. There's a world where they keep on.
No, not for 2 years. Not for 2 years. For 1 year.
Damn, bro, they might pay $1 million for Scrap.
Closer to $1 million, basically.
If it's just Scrap, it's going to be about $1 million. I think if Scrap goes, they're probably going to keep Envoy. I don't think they're going to be able to get an upgrade there that they want.
I disagree. I think they go for a BZ and Draws at that point, and you do a BZ, Hydra, Draws, and then either Kenny or Dan or whatever.
Yeah, that maybe fuck that. Maybe fuck that. If Zach doesn't want to leave. but it's
There's also a word. There's also a world, or maybe Envoy goes to a fucking AR. Like Envoy's ran an AR.
Hell
He's pulled it out.
What type?
Or not an AR, but a flex.
Oh,
Wait,
now we're smoking crack.
You never know. You never know. They might not get rid of him.
Now the way that deal
agree.
plays, bro, I don't know. I feel
Envoy
like
can flex. Envoy can flex.
I know, but you're taking Dill out of his best skill is finding gaps.
I think Dill's a lot safer with Scrap on the team than if they lose Scrap. Is what I think.
how does that make any sense?
Because I think you have to go for Draza if you lose Scrap. And then he might be like, okay, I want a BZ too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this all ends up with Ken, Zach, Dill teaming on Thieves, and then it's
Because
just
right-
so funny
because right
that
now-
happens, bro. Oh
Right
my
now,
God.
Tom, I don't think Thieves is going to go spend money on a player to replace Dill. And if they sell Scrap, they'll then have the
Hear me
money
out,
to
hear me
actually
out.
go make a move.
Yeah,
Hear me
they
out.
use
Thieves-
that money, yeah.
Thieves sell scrap, sign Simp, Abizi, Raza
I don't think FaZe
With
would
the
sell
money-
Simp to Thieves.
with the money that they just got for scrap.
I don't think FaZe would sell Simp. I don't think Simp will want to leave. I think
I'm
that kinda
surprised
sucks.
Vegas
You
isn't
don't
knocking
think
for
Simp
Simp,
would
bro.
want to go play with Hydra, Abizi, and Draza? I would be dead.
I think he
Simp
would try and
flex.
get. They would try. It would be a tug and war from both sides. And FaZe would try and get fucking Hydra in that situation because they
Yeah.
already have.
Yeah,
the
but
other
then
guys
Thieves
corral
could
on
just
their end.
offer all the money they just got for scrap.
Yo, Sam, if you would have kept playing, bro, you could have been on Falcons
Bro,
making billions.
Sam, you could
Good
be
point,
rolling
man.
at
Good
it,
point.
man.
not worth it, man.
I mean,
Wait, Simp
but-
on a
but-
flex with Abizi and Hydra and Draza?
But can we talk about how this whole conversation in past years in Rostermania, right?
good
You have
team,
these
Pat.
team of-
That's
Team
a
of t-
good ass team.
you
That is-
have
That is an insane team.
the way that Rostermania.
Mayday Arvo is dead, Sam.
It's
That
just
is
dead
a
as hell,
team.
Pat. Dead and gone.
The way that
I
Rostermania
got Tobias Kleenex flex, and that shit dead.
Yeah, the way Rostermania has played out in the past, right? Last couple of years, you have a couple of teams that stick, and then a couple of team at threes looking for one, and Rostermania is like fairly straightforward. But this shit is like I don't know how you unpack this shit because
this
there's
is
so
up
many
in the
teams,
air.
so many teams of twos and teams of zeros, and it's
Well,
just it's a complete mess.
thing. People had plans, and I think we had an idea of what was happening, and then Vegas came in and just bulldozed everybody, and it just it fucked everything up. And now we have to wait and see what Vegas is doing, and see like kind of how that unfolds. Because if they can pull another top player and they spend, and some of these teams are willing to sell, then it just changes everything. It completely changes the whole outlook of these rosters. And I think at this point, we just got to wait and see what's next with Vegas. I think that's kind of where we leave it, right? Like, it ultimately comes down to Vegas, right? And I
I
see
think we can-
Scrap's in the chat right now. Ernie's in the chat right now. I mean,
Don't leave me, Ernie, please. Don't fucking leave.
I mean, listen, I talked to Ernie today, had a J in his mouth, and he was smiling from ear to ear. I just don't know
Oh,
what's
we're
going on
excited.
over there. I just don't know. What was on stream, Benjay? It was on. He called me on stream.
Well, Tom, I think we can blame one person for all this.
Who?
It wouldn't have happened if Sam didn't retire, man. Sam really
Wow.
did, man.
You're welcome for the content, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to add to Rostermania? Because I feel like at this point, like, we just got to wait for the next big thing. I think the biggest thing in the last day or two is MC signing with Vegas, right? And now
I'm
it's
sure we'll
kind
be
of...
back here tomorrow talking about
I
it.
just-
I got Optic in 5, bro. I don't know.
I don't think anybody saw it getting to this
I
point.
like that.
Is my final. Like I cannot believe Vegas is. I knew it was possible, but this is like Thanos getting the Infinity Stones. Like, damn, like, yo, they put the glove on and they're about to snap.
I really
Because now
thought they would
if
just be,
Scrap's
like,
on
a
the
little bit
table, it
over
changes
market
everything.
price,
I mean,
bro.
yeah.
These guys are just cracking open the bank.
I mean, there's a
account.
guy in the chat that said build rosters. Brother, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we can't. It's so hard to build rosters until we actually figure out what's going on here at the top, right? Like, it's like we don't even know who we can pick from, right? I mean, we could obviously throw hypotheticals out there and build rosters, but I mean,
I think the hypotheticals get so much more. Like, the hypotheticals were already hard to put together, and now this Vegas situation, if
Even
Scrap
harder.
is not on Thieves, changes it even more to make it impossible. Like,
Yeah.
I need
anything
Ring
can
Core
happen
off.
right
I mean, it was
now.
already impossible before this, though, because we were sitting here all week trying to make rosters. And
Exactly.
With the Thieves situation, we were losing full.
Exactly.
Now it's gotten even harder than that, and we were already had lost.
Bro, I
composure to
swear
the-
this MC shit happened like in a day. I feel like.
no,
dude.
it did.
It
It
did.
happened really
It
fast.
did happen quick.
It
yeah.
happened super fast. Well, I mean, that's just how it is, right? I mean, it happens in a second, right? Boom, you get an offer, it hits your email. Oh shit.
I mean, Sam, what did I say?
Has
What did I
anyone
say
checked
about
out
the
JCap?
Falcons?
He must
Nah,
be-
Benjay actually hit it on the head, bro.
What did I
No
say?
bullshit.
What
They
did you
gave
say,
Cellium a
Benjay?
card, a
They-
black card
dude,
with
they
the
don't-
money on it.
The minute that they go in for somebody, they put you on the clock, and it's GG's, bro.
Who?
They don't sit here and do a saga. They come in, they come out.
Who?
Falcons.
Well, no, I think they'll give you. I mean, I think I'm misinterpreting what you mean. Sorry.
They don't.
They're
not
like,
gonna,
this is your offer. You have like 24 hours, or we're going elsewhere.
No, I think it depends how bad they want the player. Like I think
I
think
how much they offer the player determines how much they.
I think if they have their eyes set on the player, they will get to a point where they're going to put you in a spot where you kind of have to say yes because you'd be silly to say no.
Offered, not the time.
They just put you on the clock, and
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, MC,
they don't get leverage.
Fucking, I don't know, $1 million contract. You got 24 hours. Yes or no?
Because that way you can't get leverage. Anyway. You can't get leverage by another org that has to figure out how to get resources to match that. Like it's just a smart play out of their end.
I don't know, because let's say MC said no and they really want MC, they could be like, okay, it's fine, we'll give you an extra 100, and then MC's like, okay, I'm down. Like,
bro, if you're not signing for $1 million, you're not signing for $1.1 million.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But I don't think they start that high.
They give you an amount of money where you have to look at it and be like, if I don't accept this, there's no world I'm joining the team.
Yeah, but $1.2 million, Sam, you got to think the extra 100K there.
Whatever, bro. You know what
okay,
I mean?
no, but Sam, like we know what MC is getting. I don't think they started there. I think they got there.
I think they did.
Wait, we know? We know the number?
What?
Maybe.
The number of what?
What MC's getting?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the number. Yeah.
Put it in the chat.
Oh, I'm not putting it in the
say.
chat. No, I'm not putting it in the chat. I
You
mean,
told me Ernie's, and I didn't say anything. I'm not gonna say it.
But that's different because Ernie's has been.
If they didn't start there, I still think the process probably
Ernie's has
took
been.
less than
I'm surprised you didn't know it. I felt like I thought you guys knew Ernie's.
Man.
I didn't. I don't.
It's different when it comes to MCs, bro. That shit's crazy. I mean, fuck it. I'll put it in the chat. Fuck it.
You get what I'm saying?
Bro,
I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to know.
I mean, everybody's gonna find out. I mean, surely everybody finds out. I mean, do you guys not know?
You say it,
I know.
I'm actually down to see the reaction.
I mean,
You know what I mean? I mean, listen.
That's a man's salary, bro.
You know, listen. I know the number. I mean, I'll say it maybe one day. I'll talk to MC about it. You know what I mean? And maybe, you know, unless somebody disagrees with that.
Just fill that in. Just fill that in, Tom.
No.
I mean, just put it this way, Duarte. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money.
If you ask me or Tom to pay for an Uber again, brother, you better have the app installed, my guy. Don't hit me with that shit, yo.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, and I even see a post on Reddit. Why do we hide player salaries? It would be cool to have public salaries. I mean, if it was up to me, I would make it public.
The problem with that, though, is it would be so embarrassing for the league. 6 of the orgs would be like the minimum.
50, 900K, 50.
It'd be embarrassing for the league because people would be getting paid upwards of fucking almost damn near $1 million, and the game don't even work.
The owners would never do it because it gives the players too much leverage.
Yeah, it is comedy.
It would give the players too
why
much
does it give the players leverage?
You didn't even see.
I did.
You can say, yo, you're underpaying me to the market price.
Duarte, what do you think about that? Duarte, what do you think about that number?
Already do that. Yeah, but players already do that behind closed doors. They already use.
Now you're adding a public angle that pressure.
Generational.
Adding a public angle that pressure because it's all out there and transparent.
Yeah, I get it.
I hear what you're saying. I know you guys all. I mean, everybody in every industry does it. If you're listen. Pro tip to anyone that's out there and you work a job, bro, you should. It's no problem to ask your coworkers how much they're getting paid. So everybody's not getting fucked by their employer.
Not 900K, by the way, Chad. It was just a number. It's less than that.
Yeah, it's a
fine. 899K.
Yo, Sam, they might give Ernie $1 million, bro.
899K.
A mil buyout for sure.
No, they might give him $1 million salary if it comes down
salary?
to it.
No.
Could you imagine
pay him more than they paid MC? There's no need.
If you really want the guy.
Brother, no, because they gotta pay a buyout.
It goes back.
No,
They
gotta pay a
so much
buyout
already.
too.
You're not gonna give more than the top already. There's no incentive to.
Yeah.
You're gonna say yes.
Yeah, no, I
to
think
the
it's
top
high.
is.
I think it's high 6 figures actually salary.
Yeah,
which is fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, of course it will be.
Of course it'll be.
I'm not. I just think.
No, but I mean high. Like I mean like.
Yeah,
you know,
Pat's
like
gonna
knocking
be,
on the door, like type.
Pat's not number one.
You're not gonna be able to do with that money. You can go buy a house, man. Word to Shotzzy.
It's good work.
Or two.
Yeah, with that type of money, you gotta get 2.
There you go, Mr. Real Estate right there.
It's one of those at beach house. We're getting a beach house, non-house. Fuck it, you know.
Get a timeshare, Mr.
Wait,
Real
was
Estate.
Cell a complete free agent though?
Yeah, he was, Pat. Yeah, he was. That which also comes into play.
That factors in.
Yeah, it does. It factors
was the same thing for me on LAG. Like,
Does it though? Because
Yeah, it
usually
does.
I'd agree with you, but
for
does
sure, bro.
Yeah, because there's only one cost versus two.
Yeah, you absolutely get the that
But-
cost.
You can
But-
run that salary up
Player
because there's no
salary.
But
buyout.
does it?
That's how you.
in
that's how
this
you land the
scenario,
player.
I agree with you in
in a
LAG and other
sense-
orgs. I usually
in a
agree,
sense
but
that they
does it
have
matter?
An unlimited bankroll, no.
That's
but
what I mean.
That's still just like a very normal thing. Like when they don't have to facilitate a buyout, like yeah, your base cost is just going to be higher because that's the demand to get you there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, listen, do you guys have anything else that you want to add to the whole Rostermania fugazi here? Or are you guys happy where we left off? Because as far as I'm concerned, we got to wait for that next big announcement now. I mean, we just got to see what's actually happening. I think we got to wait for Vegas and see if they make another big move. If they make another big move, things get interesting. A lot of people's plans can get ruined. And I think it'll just be a complete domino effect. And, you know, it's just everything's going to change. I said this yesterday on Twitter, too, because when everything was happening, people were like, go live, go live. And I was like, bro, give it 24 hours because this shit's going to change. Like, a lot of this shit is just going to, things move quick. So you just never know. I don't know. I won't say they move quick. Sometimes it might be a week or two, but then something big might just happen that just changes everything. And that can happen very quickly. What is this, Tony? You linking shit?
I think if Vegas is going to get scrapped, it's not going to take a week.
That's an insane logo. You just like
wait, put that in my chat, Tony.
that's insane, Tony.
Hey, put that in my chat. Now that's comedy. That's hilarious. I gotta pull that up. Real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, Vegas Falcons' new logo has been leaked. It has been leaked, folks. Check it out. I think they might have gotten Ernie. They might have got him. You know, look at this.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Look at this, man. Oh, man. Man, that's good.
For
Tony.
the Falcons
That's-
to a goose.
We do a quick yes no to everybody if they think this is the best Rostermania we've ever had.
This is
in
definitely the
CDL
best
history.
Rostermania we've ever
We all
had.
universally agree yes.
It's up there, yeah.
Definitely.
Nah, it's got to
Yeah,
be.
Ed gets to watch. He said definitely.
Yeah,
Thank
if
God
you-
I'm on this side though. Holy
It's nice
shit.
being on the other side.
And
Yeah.
Brandon, Damon's been kicking back in calls, and y'all just fucking chilling
That's
watching
nice
this
being
shit.
on the other
bro.
side.
Brother,
Ghost
Damon was
AEW
kicking
was
it in
crazy.
calls in the middle of champs and EWC. Saturday night, Damon would just join up. Yeah.
He
In
was just jet lagged in his hotel room, couldn't sleep, just yapping with us,
just
bro.
chilling, bro. Just bringing the vibes, bro.
Hey, both tournaments that he joined the call on Saturday, they won. So,
Yep.
Bro, Ghost
true.
to AW Rostermania was crazy though,
Mm-mm.
and there was like drama.
None of us were alive
involved.
for that shit, Unc.
Wait, you played that?
Of
Did
course.
That's
you?
because
You
your
played AW.
team shattered, Pat. Your team shattered apart, and that's how it got fucking dicey, did it not?
Yeah, my team shattered, but also the Envy drama was insane.
What was the envy drama?
They were coming off fucking event wins, and then they fucking just melted at ESWC, and like Cap and Ant and Joe and
that's
Normal,
right.
like there was just bro, that was crazy.
And the
then,
other
like,
team was breaking apart because of your team breaking apart, so it was just cyclical and how it just fucking cascaded down.
Yo, do you
yeah,
guys,
and then
do you,
I wasn't even involved, and I just won the first event with stitches in my hand.
yo, do you guys see any Halo players coming into the mix once Halo kind of comes to an end?
Yes.
In the bottom end of the league, yeah.
Yeah, we're challengers. I could definitely see them making some moves, bro, and getting
I mean,
in
there's
there.
no
definitely
there's no
challengers.
reason for
I
the
think
bottom of the league
challengers
to
is a
not do it.
guarantee for a lot of Halo players. I mean, what do you
Please,
do?
You are the CDL. There has never been a better year to make the first event a Pro-Am. There are so many storylines going to that event, and it will be the most one of the most watched first events we've ever had. Not only in CDL history, maybe in COD history, because there's just all of this stuff piling into that first event is going to be nuts.
Well, every
Especially if
event
like
should be a pro-am, to
Bro,
be
can you
honest.
imagine if like the Halo guys team together and they just beat up on some shit team at the bottom of the league that like has no chem? Like
They absolutely
just-
should not team together. Every single Halo player should come in and
Right.
get on a team.
Yeah, I agree. I was talking about that before, Pat. Like, if they all come in and it's 4 Halo guys on one team, it might be chucked. Like, they should probably, like
Like it'll be
separate a little
cool,
bit.
but that's not the best. For
They're
their
gonna get
careers.
ran. They'll get
Is
ran.
Frosty
100%.
BB back? Frosty BB?
I mean, yeah,
Frosty
Bradley will probably
BB.
try playing again. I mean, bro, I feel like a lot of these Halo guys kind of have no choice but to try playing COD. I mean, their
Well,
esport is
they're
just
playing, yeah.
dissipating. It's
Well, there's still Halo tournaments. It's just like few and far between, right?
No, but
just-
the problem is the org support is likely gone.
that's I had a nail on the head.
Hey,
They'll be open
is Hook
tournaments. but-
playing Black Ops 3 Chows from Italy? Is that true?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
He's
Brother-
literally on right now. I was in
the-
a free for all with him.
No, that guy's literally the GOAT, bro. I'm sorry. That guy's the GOAT, bro.
I don't think I've ever seen Kyler without shooting bots. In the last
Wait.
years.
Someone said it in chat as facts. World War II to Black Ops 4 was also insane because that was the 5v5 switch.
Yeah, that offseason.
That was not as crazy as this one. Still, this one is
5v5
just like,
cheese though.
Wait,
Yeah, no, this one's nuts.
Hey, I heard Kyler say yesterday on stream that he's in the south of Italy. Do you know where?
Nah, I literally have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, you was streaming yesterday?
I heard. I think it was on Bruce's stream or something.
How does he have a setup?
Because his family lives there.
Oh.
Like his family lives in Italy, and he mentioned on stream that he's in the south of Italy right now. I'm just actually curious where he's at.
This guy won champs. Now he's vacationing in the south of Italy. Holy fuck!
I mean, if he's in Calabria, you might need to go out there in IRL combo with him, bro, and see what the fuck's out there.
Yeah, no, he might.
Is it nice over there, Calabria?
Yeah, Calabria is where my family's from. It's where my dad and my grandparents are at right now. They're in Calabria. That's why I was wondering. Like, I wonder how close he is. Because if he's down south, I mean, that's like, I mean, it depends how far low he is, but I mean, we're pretty far down there, bro. We're all the way on the heel. So I was just curious. I don't know what he's pinging like over there. How's he pinging? How the fuck is he playing? Is he pinging 200?
He's probably on the exit leg, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I could only imagine the ping playing from there.
Yeah, but exit lag is still going over an undersea cable. Like, it only helps.
Oh, he's in Naples.
He's making it happen.
He's in Naples. Oh, so if he's in Naples, he's actually pretty close. That's crazy.
He's got fiber, bro.
Where is he?
He's good.
In Naples?
In Naples, Napoli. That's actually kind of crazy. That's insane. This guy's playing fucking Black Ops 3 challenge from Naples, bro. It's literally nuts, bro. What a legend.
You know, Antonio fucking Conte, bro.
Oh, that's fucking insane. But anybody else got anything to say on anything? Any Black Ops 7 stuff? Halo guys, Rostermania, leagues, salary caps, fucking, I don't know, anything. The floor is yours.
Beefing with every player in the league.
Benji, what's going on? Why are you beefing with everybody,
I'm on a generational time. We're just squaring, bro.
I don't know, but not really. Not when they were in the call. Not when they were in the call, Benji.
No, I got 04 in my chat asking if I'm going to score up an Oklahoma drill. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on these days, bro.
Benji's fucking hitting old and dying over and over again.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I'm seeing some tweets hit the community, bro. I'm seeing some tweets over here hit the community.
Well, you and Abe, you guys got beef, or is it like squashed?
Who knows? We'll
no, they got beef, bro. They got beef.
No fucking
we'll find out
bro.
eventually.
You got Abe dropped, bro. You didn't hear it,
bro.
Yeah, it was all my fault, man. It was all my fault.
Bro, it's not good. It's not good at all. But okay, guys, listen. First of all, I want to thank Ant and Tony for hopping on today's episode.
Absolutely.
We get a W in the chat for Ant, two Ants in a call. Shout out to both of them.
Absolutely, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely, and yeah, guys, when it comes to Rostermania, I mean, yeah, keep the noties on because I'm sure we're gonna be running another episode here soon. I don't know what to expect at this point. I mean. Everything's kind of hitting the fan. Things are changing day by day. I just don't know what to expect anymore. I was so shocked to hear some of the numbers being thrown around. So I just, man, this is really just, this Rostermania, in my opinion, is the best we've ever had. I mean, there's just so much happening right now, and you just don't know what to expect. Benja, you want to hit us out with a putt here? You want to hit a putt?
Am I doing a putt? We don't traditionally do a putt on these shows, but should I do one?
You gotta hit a fucking putt. We gotta let
absolutely, Tom. Absolutely.
We gotta let the Ant duo.
I was on a good
get some
run at
predictions
EWC,
here.
Remember?
No, I mean, bro, you haven't missed a putt in a while.
I got him missing it.
No.
Nah, I got him making it, bro. He has so many reps that he's dog shit.
Did
if
he break?
Misses this.
I mean, he's pretty good usually with the putts, but when he's under pressure, he gets nervous. He does get nervous.
Let's see.
He's stepping up to the plate, Benji, with his slippies on. He misses it, and it's wide right, and the streak has come to an end. Oh man, he got nervous. He got nervous in front of Shotzzy.
To come onto the show and predict a miss like that.
Nah, that is his aura from Ant. That's his aura right there. Oh, man, we got to go to a post-match interview here with Benji. He's throwing shit in the kitchen. Sit down, Ben. You're too old for that shit.
Yeah, you're 40.
You're 40 years old. Stop throwing shit. Benji, what happened, Ben? Did you get nervous?
No, you see, I didn't hit any putts today, but so we just get that one at first one. It's a long putt, and I missed it. You know what? We'll try again next time.
Oh, man.
I was on a good spree. Listen, at the end of the season, I was on a great spree, right? The champs
no,
WCF.
you haven't missed a putt in a while, brother. I can't believe you just missed that. I actually can't believe you missed that, Benji. Maybe it's the vacation. Is it the off season, Ben? Maybe too many J's, too many beers. I mean, what's going on?
Maybe too many espresso shots, Tom. I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to both Ant. Shout out to Tony and Shotzzy. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You guys are fucking insane, guys. The energy in the community and in the streams has been nuts, bro. I mean, this offseason has been crazy already, and I mean, we still got a long way to go. So stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm/theflank. Check out Audio says Rongo File at the Flank on X. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials per usual. And of course, ZooMaa.gg for the marriage. Make sure to check it out. And we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys.
Wait, did Falcons offer anybody on Optic? Like try to buy out anybody on Optic?
Nope.
Not that I
Must
know
be no
of.
superstars there.
You gotta.
We're waiting until the outro.
The outro? Nah, that's
That's
crazy,
pussy.
bro. Nah, that's crazy. Yo, any comment? Any comment?
Hey, like Brandon said, we're good over here.
Oh man, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of Flag Superstar Shotzzy. Salute.